Cybernation Uncensored.
So I think right when the audio cuts back in, we should tell everyone we just finished recapping session 2.
Yeah.
I think that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I like how all three of us did that at the same time.
I was right behind you too.
Oh,
Oh,
I think we have audio coming
Sounded-
through, don't we?
in.
Yeah, there we go.
I can hear. Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Thank you for bearing with us.
Technology. It always works when you want it to, right? That's the whole thing of cyberpunk, right?
Pretty
Like
much.
the technology is always on your side. And it's
Yeah.
always gonna work every
Yeah,
time.
Just imagine if it was built in your body.
Yes, they can hear us.
Someone give us a heads up. Yeah, we good? Gucci.
Take 3.
Hey, I'm Nick. I am.
Oh nope, they can't hear you. OckRaven.
They can't hear OckRaven. Yeah, check your properties for your mic.
But chat can hear us, right?
You
Right,
can hear
chat?
us, but not OckRaven, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go
So
ahead
it's
and
picking up
introduce
his
myself.
desktop audio, but not his mic.
My name's Nick, and I love playing Cyberpunk games. I've been playing since November when I got involved with a few Cyberpunk Red games on Start Playing. I got pretty involved in the community. I play a few games on Cybernation Uncensored, including Eddies and Elflines and this Running the Night game. I am very excited to jump back in on this and throw some dice with these chooms. We've been waiting with bated breath for 2 months now, so I'm really excited to see what happens with this jump and to see where we go with this.
Oh god, the jump. I forgot about the jump.
Yeah, I've been thinking about the jump at least once a week for the past 8 weeks. I'm pumped. I'm so excited. So
2-month-long jump cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I love to throw dice. As far as where you can find me online, I don't do a lot of the social stuff, but you can usually find me on most things under N Zendrowski. My first initial and last name. My name's Nicholas. I'm from London, Ontario, Canada, and I am just so excited to get started today. Yeah.
I think I was next and then we'll just popcorn. The teacher takes over. I'm Ashlyn. I'm the Dollar Store DM, primarily on Instagram, a little bit on TikTok as I learned how to do that. But very inactive at the moment because work is kicking my butt. I am mostly a terrain builder, mini painter, maker of things with garbage and cheap materials. So that's my shtick. But I also play a lot of D&D. This is my first time doing anything cyberpunk. So it's a learning curve for me. Bear with me. This is my first stream here with Cyberpunk Uncensored, or Cybernation Uncensored. But I am a cast member on Blue Box RPG's Greyhawk Awakening, Book 3, Sea of Dark Sun, where I play Naya, a water cleric, who is the mom therapist of the group of very traumatized people who keep almost dying, and she needs a drink.
That's an important role to play in a group. You know,
Yeah.
every group needs one.
Every group needs the least traumatized person.
Lowest on the trauma totem pole.
Lowest on that. I'm going
kidding.
to popcorn to Ty.
Thanks. How's it going, people? I'm Ty. I'm the token Brit, both in character and in person. And I'm playing Johnny Fox, punk rock politico. You can find me all over the shop as Stormbreaker Games, and I run professional games of D&D and Cyberpunk Red, and pretty much anything else I can get my hands on. Some more Walking Dead coming up because that was a shitload of fun. And yeah, basically anywhere you want to find me, Stormbreaker Games. And other than that, I'm just looking forward to getting into it and jumping off of something. And I'm just here today to let you know, eat cheese and sin. That's my thing for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm gonna. It's my favorite top, and I found it after a while. God, I had it.
That's amazing. I need it.
I used to be a professional cheesemonger before I started doing this, and somebody bought me this shirt. Yeah, best shirt ever. I'm gonna throw it out to Jalen.
Hey everybody, I'm Jalen, and I'm just some guy. But I guess if I had a claim to fame, it would be I'm one of the devs for the Cyberpunk system in Foundry BTT. Other than that, I'm playing our tech today. Her name is Nan, and she is about to bust some heads. So I'm excited. I'm
Oh
excited.
shit, we all forgot to introduce our characters.
Oh,
At least
was
me
I
and
the only one who did that? I didn't know.
A little bit.
I didn't.
You're a certified real-life lifesaver as well, Jalen.
Is this true? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, that is true. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I guess in real life I'm an EMT, so I guess that is true in a sense. Mostly just a life transporter, but once in a while.
It's still important.
I had to call paramedics today. I had to call 911 today at the grocery store. A woman passed out in the cashier next to me.
Oh, geez.
Terrifying.
I hope she was okay.
And chat, help me out here. Is my sound actually working? Because if so, once again, my name is OckRaven. You can find me at Instagram at OckRaven Gaming. I'm also on the TikTok at OckRaven. Sorry, at the on the Twitter at the OckRaven. This is a homebrew, mature setting of Cyberpunk Red. I have a very unique and interesting day planned for everyone. However, as the internet goblins seem to have taken our session 2, I'm going to start today with a recap of the story thus far. The only person we are missing, which we're running a little bit late, is Catapult Crash Test, who will be introducing themselves when they get here. But they are playing Vertec, the MedTech, not quite from this world. However, to recap, last time on Cyberpunk Running the Night, Mickey, a loudmouth Italian, hired you all to deliver a tanker of chew to a group known as the Chrome Snakes in an area of Sky Mesa south of Night City. He's worried as numerous attacks have happened to the cargo shipments recently, and he fears there's people inside his own organization out to get him. He doesn't know who he can trust, and he's been suggested to come to you guys by one of the gangsters that actually work for them. Now, additionally to sending you guys out to protecting this tanker of chew, worth millions, by the way, there's the de facto leader of the Chrome Snakes, a fellow by the name of Julius Luco Jones, who currently has a bounty on his head. That bounty is in the amount of 50,000 eddies to bring him home alive and preferably undamaged, because his dear old daddy is just so worried about him. Mickey, instead of taking a portion of this, is giving it to you guys to help try to build a sense of trust and relationship going forward, as he needs new members in his mafioso family, people that he can trust. The group, low on cash and options, decided to take Mickey up on his job due to a variety of reasons, mainly just getting out of debt and actually having money in their pocket. The group once again, at this point, left the area and headed to a petrochem facility. There they met up with Tom, a 60-pound kind of accountant soaking wet, given to them by a mafioso-looking person, telling them that the boss is wanting to keep an eye on them. Tom ended up joining the group, and at this point in time, they started recording pretty much the wondrous exploits of Johnny Fox, as he started to tell the world that he is stealing this tanker. Fuck the corpos.
Oh, yeah.
However, and also at this point in time, the actually shift manager of Petrochem, Becca Goth, actually was in the process of having her security forces take care of the striking individuals outside the facility. Keep in mind, Watson at this point in time is actually on lockdown, and the strikers were actually going to be shot by the police. Petrochem offered to do it for free. JJ, seeing a situation about to go terribly bad, stepped up and actually brokered a somewhat peaceful solution with the mob, getting them to dissipate so they didn't get shot upon. Becca took notes and even sent you her digits. The rest of their groups, a trip outside of Night City, went pretty uneventful, except for that one random sheep they saw in an alleyway. However, at this point in time, they decided to actually get to a rest station. There, the group got to take an hour-long break. Here, a couple interesting things happened. One, we bought some saltwater taffy, and then had a wonderful conversation about it. But however, a JJ met an actual kind of co-worker acquaintance, a lawman by the name of Brighton, who's currently doing reclaim duty at work out in the wasteland. Brighton informed JJ that was actually two other people of a squad out in the area, one by the name of Alpha, one by the name of Deathhead, who are currently looking for whoever's causing the attacks on the shipments down this road. This kind of area of the wasteland isn't quite in Night City jurisdiction and isn't quite in the military jurisdiction of the U.S. So it's kind of it's your mess to clean up. No, it's your mess to clean up. So groups like the Third of the Third, a kind of a fourth corporate war, full conversion, psycho, paramilitary kind of search and destroy kind of group, can kind of use that as their personal playland to do whatever. However, once this has got done, the group picked up some snacks, decided to actually give some to Tom Tom because they're such nice people, and left on a 6-hour drive south into the night. Besides a nice electric storm happened that night, the group actually saw, numerous blockades that slowed their progress, and an inexhaustible fire that came down the mountain. What seemed to be was part of a random storm actually ended up being a convoy of the Third of the Third, a fourth corporate war cyber military group. And they descended after the convoy like flies on shit. This is about the point in time that Tom Tom got a little too stressed out what was going on. The boss told him to slot a chip to help him deal with anything if he got too scared, and it did just that. It sent him into an absolute killing frenzy, and he immediately attacked, tried slicing Vertex's throat. Quickly enough, Nan was actually quick on the feet and actually managed to shoot Tom Tom, putting an end to his rampant attack. But that was the parcel he was carrying inside to start spraying red mist, an anti-deterrent, actually trying to kill our choombas from the inside. Jalen, took a little bit of damage, but Vertex managed to actually hold their breath before they could dissipate the smoke out of the cab. The attack was on from multiple angles. Somebody was trying to stop the tanker. So at this point in time, no less than 20 people descended on motorcycles and a large semi after the group. Weighing their options, the group decided to actually pull the tanker over and cock the semi sideways, so the gun on top of the cab could actually have a firing arc behind the tanker to shoot at the transgressors. Once the first swarm of motorcyclists came, Nan unloaded with the assistance of Sarah and completely decimated the first two motorcyclists. There's something about putting anti-material rounds and an auto-fire military weapon designed for Borgs might do some damage. As a note, they're depleted uranium rounds, so they are classified as anti-material. The weapon is actually doing currently 86 damage, and that's due to numerous factors, though we'll get onto that later. Some of the motorcyclists show up. Johnny, at this point, threw a grenade, fumbling horribly, bouncing off the back of the tanker and landing just distance away. Still, it was enough to call the motorcyclist to turn and swerve away. Lucia prepped her microwaver. Everyone's on edge, mainly because these mooks, these what look like whatever this first wave of people attacking them, definitely didn't look like hardened military people. They looked like generic chooms off the street. However, the inhuman-like smiles, the no feeling of pain, laughing right in the face of danger as they get utterly crushed against concrete barriers or turned into baloney mist, none of these things seem to faze them or stop their unwavering inhuman-like smiles. That brings us currently up to speed where we are now on running the night. Real quick, does chat have any questions about the game for us? Do you guys have any questions you want to ask me before we start getting into combat again?
About the game, about any of the characters, I think we're happy to answer anything, right?
Anything goes.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I have a question. When you say no less than 20 guys, do you mean that literally?
Yes.
There are actually 20 people attacking our group of 4?
Yes.
Or 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No big deal.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
My character doesn't know about the action economy, but I do.
Yes. Okay. This is a dangerous situation, and I would least like.
And you said some of them are full board.
Yes, actually, you have one of them you can actually clearly see, and actually has a designation of mountain. Mountain is clearly a full conversion board, like you would see in the in the proper kind of like cyberpunk mythos. There's either barely synth skin in places, or it's just metal and bits of meat. He's got
and this guy's name is
Mountain.
And we know that just by reputation, or we can just sense it, or we don't know.
No, that's just as the the one person you can see leading so far. Yeah, that's actually his designation is Mountain. The other ones, Thunder, Big Dave, and Master Blaster, are all actually the only people here who are part of the Third. Everyone else is people they've picked up and either conditioned with like personality chips, or wannabes who joined and are working their way up to actual that military stuff.
This fucking like chip overclocking shit is crazy, because now these guys after us clearly seem to be on it. Fucking Tom just went for it. It seemed like
it's a problem. It's a story thread. I want you guys to make just like the Jonesers are our problems. Okay, the Casey Jones wannabe group is an actual threat. It is a reoccurring, point in the game for a story thread for you guys to explore, just like this is as well. I have 100% confidence that I don't know if you guys are going to die or not, but either way, it's an entertaining story, so we're going to find out. Chat.
Guns down. I want Master Blaster working for me. That dude, too good an opportunity to miss. Fuck.
I want Dave. What was his name? Just Dave?
Big Dave.
Big Dave, okay.
Big Dave looks like an evil Santa Claus. Okay.
I'm getting good vibes about
my
Big
brother's
Dave.
name is Big Dave.
Really?
Yeah. As a shout out. Oh yeah, and real quick, I want to give a shout out to the actual, if any of my family of people are actually listening, you know who I'm talking about, and I'm using you guys in the game with the most absolute love and respect I can possible. Thank you for your actual service.
We're using you in the game so that we can murder you.
Yes. The Third actually was actually our group in a campaign. It was our actual paramilitary group in an actually coalition campaign in the Risk Palladium world. The characters were so iconic, I wanted to actually put a gang like that in Cyberpunk to actually show, here's a squad of absolute badass search and destroy. You put them into bad situations because bad things need to happen for the right reasons, and you don't care about the outcomes. Well, now you don't need them anymore, and you cut them dry. What's going to happen to that kind of group? Because it's talked about numerously in many of the different pages of Cyberpunk, the leftover remnants of military groups from the Fourth Corporate War. Some try to do good, some are just trying to carve out a piece of land like their own, and their way is the right way. This is one of those stories. So I think it's an excellent question. I hope I actually answered it for you. Anyone else have any questions? Chat, you got any questions? Ogre, you got anything you want to ask? Or anyone else in chat? I see Cold Spider here. Welcome. Please ask away. We have one of our players running this a little bit late, and the previous episode went missing by the internet, so I just want the opportunity to share some information before we get started. But yes, Big Dave, he's got the beard. He could do a full-on Santa Claus impersonation in the holidays and does every year. At the same point in time, he could make it look like an evil Santa Claus that you done fucked up.
So is the Big Dave in this one, does he also has a beard?
Yes. He actually has synth skin.
Made out of?
Okay.
What?
He actually has synth skin and everything else. He actually has synth tissue and hair that he tries to keep over his more, chromed out, mechanical features.
And he's got all of this, so he looks like Santa.
No, he has that build. He's got a beard long enough that could be that white Santa Claus beard. The curl, the hair. He has that big. Like you think he might be like, oh, you're a fat guy. No, that's not fat. That's a whole lot of military training that's just looking for an excuse.
Great, awesome.
This honestly sounds like a combination of all of my brothers just put into one person. This is great.
I'm sure we'll beat them quickly and not get hurt at all.
Oh, absolutely not.
This jump is going to go so well. We're definitely not going to lose a character right off the bat.
Okay. Absolutely not the case.
We did just get a bunch of +2s.
Yeah. If you guys... Okay, and you guys had two. I promised to keep from last session as well, which I
Wow,
normally am
I
not
don't
doing,
remember.
because of the nature of this combat. And I do want you guys to survive, but I also wanted to actually show a point of why this road's dangerous. And if I don't do that, I'm a bad storyteller. So we're gonna roll the dice and see what happens.
I've
That's what
got
the dice-
9,000 channel points.
Nobody
Uh,
wants the characters to die, but the dice do what the dice do.
that is correct.
I love that I can see that Ty's got his own like Spotify running here, where he's kind of playing
Yeah.
a bunch of Cyberpunk music. He's just jamming. He's the rocker boy, but he's like jamming out on the video. We're all kind of sitting here, and he's like rocking out.
He's
But-
getting into character.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Sorry, man. I've had some Van Halen and all sorts of shit rocking, and I'm having a great time over here. Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes he starts rocking out, and I have to check what he's looking at, because I can see like the specific song. Yeah.
Okay,
Feel free to come join, man.
if nobody has any questions, and if you guys don't have any questions, okay, I think we're going to actually get right into it then. Let me just check actually, as you guys see me look this way, in case you guys are wondering, I have a laptop set up right here so I can monitor chat. So let me just look over this real quick.
Yeah, I'm in the same position for the audience and for my for other players here. I have a Roll20 over here, just for here,
8,
and I've got Twitch over here.
4.
So.
Oh, triple monitor set up? Damn.
So yes, you guys have 6 plus 2s, and at any point in time, I do have 2 -2s sitting as well that I have to use on me.
Great.
Because remember, the rule is all -2s come against me, and all +2s go for you guys. If that way,
Oh, it's all good for us.
Everything is
Okay.
positive for us.
Awesome.
Everything the audience is doing.
Amazing.
this way
Yeah,
way
we're
I
definitely
can
gonna win now.
this way chat can help you guys, and I can still throw dangerous enemies. And if chat wants you to live, spend them points. Alrighty, let me switch over to the music.
Not though.
Oh, that's up to you guys to keep them entertained. I can't do anything in between. All right,
Are you not entertained?
we have faffed about long enough.
Did
Were
we
we-
ever? One question I kind of have, I guess, before we get right into it. Did we ever cover how we got together as a group of edgerunners? Or are we
Yes.
just kind of assuming that we did, right?
Yes,
But we
there
kind of-
is. I will cover that right now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do a quick recap on that.
You guys were all brought together into your group of edge runners because there was a more experienced person actually leading that edge running team. He was bringing in younger people. In my world, if you're going to like, I'm going to become a solo, you're training under a solo for those 4 ranks. Okay, they're training you, they're teaching you, they're showing the ropes. Same thing with any role rank. It's basically an apprenticeship to learn. So people who actually wanted to help out the community or wanted to learn these things, the leader of the group actually brought in. The group original edge runners actually were trying to help out in, and let me pull up the map to make sure I'm telling this story correctly enough. Okay, was in the Haywood area. They originally got paid to do a job to go run out some booster gangers out of kind of a mechanic shop they turned into a fortified base. They did. The group, the people in Haywood, the block didn't really quite have the money to pay them, so they offered to pay them with you can stay there since you made the community safer. Taking upon themselves to try to do some good, this group of edge runners decided to take upon themselves to be kind of like the law of that block to help keep everything safe, and got a reputation for doing so. This basically caused either younger kids or people new to the area, to see them and either thought it was a good place to lay low, learn about local customs, make some easy money, make some friends. One of these various reasons to the other is how you guys all came together. Things went south, okay? And I did specify this as part of the background a little bit. There was a job you guys originally did, and it went terribly, terribly south, the Ravencore fiasco, okay? Before that job, things weren't going so well. The first job, you guys succeeded, but the group leader was really pissed off about it. The fixer wasn't quite willing to pay. He said he was going to go take care of something. He never came back. Just a bloody version of his jacket and a burnt skull was the only thing that got sent back to you guys. His closest friends, the de facto leaders of the group, all kind of wanted revenge. A couple of people weren't quite sure what's going on. The second job, trying to make things better and trying to improve relations and try to figure out what was going on, that's where you guys got to jump, and you had your first incursion with the Joners, the Casey Joe wannabe booster gang, using C6 style hockey pucks and monobladed hockey sticks and pretty much small arm style weapons. They seem like a joke, but they're not. They with the ability to throw puck-sized pounds of C6 with accuracy quite the distance and cause explosions. The job went sideways bad, and that began the downturn of your group's rep. The last job, which has now been known in the Fixer world as the Raven Corp fiasco, literally is what gave you guys your permanent black mark on your rep and gives you guys effectively at the moment no rep. You're pretty sure the fixer you guys were working with, Vero, sold you out to the Wolves to actually make some money. You guys got jumped by the Corpos and the Casey Jones gangs at the same time, and it was an absolute bloodbath for the gang. Some of you guys weren't there, but most of the people that did either got injured or hurt, and a lot of people in the group either walked or were dead by this point. So what's left? Yeah, what's left of that edge runner group is you guys and one other person, a solo by the name of Magnavox. They had a bad actually full, surgery recently with a grafted muscle bone lace and linear frame, so they could not join you guys on this mission and are currently still on the mend. This is how you guys. Magnavox, like
Magnavox was here.
Yes, it was the first thing they learned how to say because of being erased in front of an actual old Betamax VCR their entire lives.
Oh,
Right.
that's upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, dystopian world.
Yeah, and I got busted. I went to jail for all that. Like that was my outcome.
Correct. Okay.
And it was terrible.
Come to find out too that some of the people that through the course of all that, in some of the contacts Nan made, there's people in Haywood that are trying to run you guys out of your place. The district you guys were staying at lets you guys stay there for free. You just had to pay utilities. But when you guys' reps started going south, other actual groups started moving in, and now you guys owe several months of back rent, or they're going to kick you out onto the street. This job will cover, in theory, if you guys can bring in Luco, will cover all your back rent.
Yeah.
And have money left over, most likely.
All right. Should we figure out if we can do this job? Should we get into it?
Alrighty. No, does that answer your question though, Nick?
Yeah, no, most definitely it does.
Yeah, it definitely answered a lot of questions for me.
Do we want to do a quick? I know some of us did character introductions as part of our personal introductions, but do we want to do a quick round of character introductions before we get into it, or do we want to just go right ahead?
I mean, we're going via initiative order anyway. We could just kind of do it as our turn comes up.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, where we last left off, according to the initiative tracker, it is Lucia's turn. I'm pretty sure you were always waiting for Johnny to go first, though. Are you still planning on doing that?
Yeah, same plan. I'm not gonna fight because I want there to still be a motorcycle for him to land on.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming he makes the jump.
Right. I have to move these up, by the way, so please allow me a second to finish doing that.
Oh my god! Really?
Hello.
Oh, sweet, cool. Let me. Now I got this. 1 second.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you. Oh, it has been such a freaking week, I tell you.
I feel you. That's been my month.
Yeah, I get it. Something's in the air, I think.
Okay, and boom!
We're all here, and we're all in the right spot.
Huzzah!
Oh,
Nobody turn your camera off or connection to the internet.
Yes, Cam. Yeah, you might actually have a sibling named that. That's if he's ever smart enough to realize what siblings are. Magnavox has definitely burnt them out on drugs. My buddy, since you literally showed up just time, please introduce yourself and welcome to the game.
Hello. This is Catapult Crash Tester, aka your favorite medtech, Vertex. Thank you so much for having me. I am glad to be back.
I want to real quick. I want you guys all to thank chat and bow down for the generosity chat has just given you.
Oh wow!
Thank you, chat.
Wow!
Thanks for chat.
Oh, you.
Oh hell yeah!
You chat.
Well, thanks, Gank Thor specifically. The whole chat, thank you. But
Yes, thank you guys.
Gankthor?
That almost seems like he should just land on the bike.
I will. That will come into a play. Start coming to play next round. I promise you that. Let me get through this round first, please. Now, Lucia, you are, I believe, waiting.
Yeah, Lucia's gonna wait until it gets until Johnny makes the jump, and then is going to fire off 2 from the stun gun. Because I've learned rate of fire. See, Ashlyn's learning to read all of the things. That was literally Ashlyn just learned that.
Awesome.
Very good.
Okay, so we're holding on you. JJ, you're up.
Yeah, JJ, the lawman of the group, he's going to actually take a. He has road flares on him, so he's going to take a road flare and throw it up in the air so it is behind Johnny, backlighting him, essentially.
Okay.
But also giving him light so that he can better try to land on this bike. I know it's at night, and hopefully this light will make it a little bit easier for him to see what he is trying to do here.
Yep, I did say it was a moonless night.
Yeah, so I will try to throw this. I'm basically taking the road there, and right now, basically just throwing it right up in the air, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So it's behind him, and hopefully making this jump a little easier for him.
Okay. Can you like ping me on the map where you're wanting it to land, please?
I guess.
Are you just?
I mean, the truck's
okay.
going to be moving forward, so I'm essentially just throwing it up, and it's going to fall behind the truck.
The truck is not moving.
Oh, the truck is not moving.
The truck
parked it so that we could like swing the turret around.
I made this mistake too. Yeah.
Okay, so to clarify, the mounted gun on the semi cannot fire directly behind because it would be hitting the tanker and you guys. To allow it to give it some kind of firing arc, and that's what this crude painting right here is for, is to actually simulate the cab's actually tilted sideways.
Understood.
Okay. But cool, you're trying to get a good hang time so it kind of lands like here, though?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm not so concerned with where it lands so much as just providing light for him to pull off this move.
Okay. Athletics, let's just, humor me. Wonderful. You will gain excellent hang time. The flare will be there to illuminate for at least 2 rounds, so.
Nice.
Is that it?
I believe that's a rate of fire 1 action.
It is, but I didn't know if you wanted to move, if you're going to stay up there, you want to prop yourself back down.
I am making sure that Lucy is protected. So I'm staying in front of her without crouching or
noted.
Kind of getting out of the way.
Johnny.
The hour.
Here we go.
We've been waiting 2 months for this.
Just don't fuck it up. Well, let's and just fucking see what happens. Why not?
Roll the 1.
I'm just gonna pop up, run, take my jump. What's the actual action here? Is the jump the action?
No. I'm gonna let you do the nature of it. It's gonna be part of your movement.
But
okay.
I am trying to land on a bike.
Yes.
The bike is moving, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool,
they are slowing down because the semi and stuff. There's only so much way on the highway to actually kind of get around you guys. So there is distance and things at play. But yes, you can totally actually still jack this bike.
All right. Well, I'm aiming for the one at the back. If I got the Nash for it, little run.
You said the one in the back?
Throw the arms up. Yeah.
You're good. It's within your movement. I'll allow it. What I'm going to need though here for the sake of everything is either a brawling or athletics. I'll make it dealer's choice in terms of this because of you physically being able to grab and land there. And that's why I'm looking for the brawling because you are literally trying to grab onto the person and probably get them the fuck off of this thing. I'm
Do you want me
assuming.
to fire at the person? So I'm trying to shoot the person before he lands so that he maybe is like
Give it to me
for
now.
part of that.
You can go ahead and
Cool.
give me that attack now.
Cool. That's first attack
It hits.
and second.
14.
Remember, guys, you can refill your luck at the start of the session as well.
Every session.
She should be. Oh, she's just outside of that range.
Mm-hmm.
Very close though.
Okay, first one hits though.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, first one hits.
Double check the microwave rules.
Boy, on 3d6, 6 damage.
I know, you can see it's like you rolled at least, yeah, you rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3. Not ideal. But you know what?
Not
6 is better than
stellar.
nothing. Was that guy wearing armor, it looked like?
Well, see, the damage, as a quick note, just to let you know, the damage doesn't really exist in a microwaver. It's there because, okay?
Oh, it's a microwave?
Okay,
It's a stun gun.
it disables cyber tech. If I'd fail my DV check, which they don't have a good one, so let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, she has a regular gun for like damaging people. This is her, I just want to fuck you up.
I guess I
And
just
you're
misunderstood. Because in my mind, a stun gun like electrocutes a person. It's not like an EMP gun.
Yeah, so
yeah,
instead of dealing damage on a hit, it forces the target to try to beat a DV-15 cybertech check. If they fail, the GM chooses 2 pieces of cyberware carried or carried electronics to become inoperable for 1 minute. Cyber limbs are rendered inoperable, act as meat counterparts, etc.
Yeah, and what it's showing up as in the space might be a Ashlyn put the wrong item in thing.
So we are using
supposed to be
a microwaver. It's just
Yes.
done in roll 20.
Yes, it's an Ashlyn is learning
Mhm.
thing.
Okay, and
I just want to make sure you were doing the thing you wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to make sure that.
Yeah, no, appreciate it.
Now we got a negative plot twist from Dr. Squiggums.
Oh, how could
Where
did you get your degree?
I'm about to let you guys know one thing real quick. Shit's about to get real cinematic here shortly, okay, guys?
Oh boy.
Love it.
Just double checking their bonus because, yeah, they don't have one. So that's a straight what? 4? Cool.
So they do have some.
So they don't have a whole lot of cyberware in them though because these are the expendable troops. They really only have about 2. One's a Neuralink and one's the chip slot.
Oh, that's interesting.
You immediately deactivate the person's thing and they start screaming bloody fucking murder and freaking out.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Anywho.
And speaking of cinematic, this is all on camera.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right.
All game time, all the time.
All the time.
Dr. Squiggums, thank you very much. I will get to the negative plot twist at the same point in time I'll get to the positive plot twist because these will go hand in hand. It's at this point in time that the bad guys go. And you know, just the precursor, Sarah types up that I have 2 new contacts on radar. Oh wait, I'm being blocked.
Oh, good.
The person behind this person immediately pulls a gun and starts firing on this guy. Wait, hold on. I just caught myself. Johnny, please finish making your jump and turn, please.
I can't
The jump we
believe you do
waited
this.
months for?
Yes, that's on me. That's on me.
You know, I almost forgot about it at this point.
So you
All right, well, if I don't have to use my action to jump, then I'm going to take a quick bump of Simcoe first and pull down my glasses just for a little wink to the camera as my action. And then fucking send it.
Okay.
Do this. What do you need from?
Like I said, brawling or athletics. And yeah, you guys are up to +8. Use them or lose them.
I would take a +2 for this one.
Yeah. And some luck. Where else? I mean.
Yeah. I'm gonna put. Do I need it? Sure, I'll put 3 points in. So that's
You land,
26.
grab a hold of the person. The person immediately looks at you and goes, "Who are you?" As he's pulling a gun, aiming at the guy in front of him.
In front of him?
In front of him.
Like not
I'm the
us?
cunt that knows that it's cream and then jam. That's who I am.
Give me a cool check, and you get a +2 with that. Because you
It's
just
a straight
jumped on the back of this, yeah, just D10 plus cool and a +2 because you just jumped on the back of this bike, landed quite gracefully, and that comes out of your mouth. Yeah.
I'm not sure how to roll the fucking cool, so I'm just gonna roll you a roll. It's a +10. You want me to re-roll?
No,
How did
I
you
mean,
roll
Like,
he rolled a 1 on a 1d10. Yeah, it's very
you want me to
possible.
re-roll it?
At this point, the person's too freaked out to care and just rolls with it anyways.
It
I
sounded
meant
more
to,
cool
like,
in your head.
Take it off. Look, I get it. He's American. He doesn't know what I'm talking about.
That's exactly
That's
probably
the
what it is. He starts opening fire with his meeting weapon on this person and starts to bring the bike to a halt. He's also going to flip the bike around, so instead of actually trying to go that way, the bike actually flips around and he's pointed back towards the boost, the actual third of the third gang. This bike takes some shots, but looks ultimately unfazed. He, in return, is going to actually open fire at the cab at you, Vertec.
Uh-oh.
Not Vertex, no.
It's at a 14 because of the chip. So that is a 22, but I don't think at that range they're going to be smart enough to be able to hit you. It's 8 squares.
Not you, Vertex. I got you.
Hey,
Wait, can you dodge Vertex, dude? Do you not have dodge?
I can't dodge bullets because my dexter or my reflex isn't high enough.
okay.
Yeah, your audio is strange.
Damn. Sorry, one sec. I'm just gonna.
Sounds like you're like 100 yards away.
Okay, how about now?
So the first shot's going to hit you. I think you sound okay, but
Everybody sounds like that.
and the second shot will miss. The first shot will hit you for 11. What is your body armor?
My body armor is 11.
Okay, well, it bounces right off.
Plink. I love you, lab coat.
That is a very well made lab coat.
Right?
Oh no, it's my turn and I can't hear anybody. Or it's gonna be my turn soon.
That is correct, yes, but I still have more people to get through, so you still got some time.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay, the 3 mono guards hop, actually hit the rails and start running towards you. Large, single-treaded vehicle with mounted guns, person inside of it, shielded and protected. They start rolling forward, and we'll get to the same distance, and we'll basically open up a firing line.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Ain't that just groovy?
Sorry about that.
They'll pull forward, they'll stop, they will aim their guns, and yeah, they're going to load pretty much, starting with Johnny and your new best friend.
I'm dodging to specifically try and put him in the way. I'm like, mate, can you just fucking take this one for me? You're a fucking chum.
Oh, I wish Magnavox was here.
Fucking pedigree, mate.
That's a 21.
Well, I'm gonna take the dodger.
Wait,
That's why I'm going with that.
is this what's his name? Big Dave and
Nope.
Mil-
You're
Milli Vanilli?
No, you're effectively at this point on to the lieutenants.
What's your
Okay.
name, gorgeous?
Okay, but so these guys aren't full Borg?
No, it's the
Okay.
problem is the large assault rifle that's actually their mounted weapon on these monotreads.
Okay,
They
we gotta take
basically
these fucking-
they just pulled up, basically stopped, and start unloading fire on. He might make it into the credits. We'll see. The first one hits.
Who?
It's the guy in front
Yeah,
of
what
Johnny
about
in the
him?
bike.
Oh, cool.
He does not have the ability to dodge.
Fuck the bike. I want one of those fucking things.
Oh, they're sweet, man.
Next target acquired.
This map is huge. Oh my god.
I wanted to give you guys a chance to, if anyone had the ability to do range stuff because of road chase and stuff. I wasn't expecting you guys to park, or else I would have made it much wider. So that one's going to hit, and that one's going to hit. Oh fuck. I'm going to need that evasion from you real quick, Johnny.
They
Sure
hit
thing,
on a
Dolphy.
tree. These guys have
At that
pretty good
range is only 15, so
16.
That's a lot of damage.
that was
so bullets shred the front of this bike, which were slightly armored just a little bit. However, the front, you can hear nothing but the sound of the front tire popping, shredding. The front lamp has been shattered. The guy in front of you takes quite a few of the bullets, but is actually okay. One of the shots directly hits him. The other two actually hit the bike. The bike is still quote unquote functional, but has basically less than 20% of its actual SDP left.
Do you take a shot for me?
Yes, he did, because he's right in front of you.
I'll give him a little peck on the chin.
Oh, fuck, that hurt. I'm sorry, what?
the guy's still alive on the.
Yes, yep.
on the-
He's not, he is seriously wounded at this point, but he's still alive, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Stay
behind
still,
them,
Trico, I'm going to patch you up.
you can actually see the truck start coming up onto the road. Nan, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm currently operating the weapon aboard the truck, correct?
Correct. And with the Sarah's assistance, there isn't much that you can't easily hit on the map. If you actually are curious, assault rifles, the assault rifle DV to beat, firing at 101 to 200 meters, is a 20.
Okay. And what am I rolling? Like, what do I roll to see if I can do it? Is it a computer's check or is it a weapons check?
It's a heavy weapons.
Heavy weapons? Let me just double check what my heavy weapons is. What is that in range weapons, of course? Okay, my heavy weapons is a base 14, so I have to roll like a 6 or better, which is not terrible. But there is a guy right in front of me, right?
Yep.
And what's my rate of fire on this weapon?
It technically only has a rate of fire of 1.
1.
Okay. It's not, but as a note, it's not pulling a single bullet out. Each time you pull the trigger, it basically throws 5 bullets downfield.
Oh yeah. No, I understand. It's just whether I can mechanically roll twice. And this would take up my action, correct?
Because you are jacked in and you're not doing anything else, you can fire twice with the weapon.
Okay.
Okay.
I was going to say, or I could fire with it and do something like an action, my own action.
Yes, you could fire with it. You can look around. You could try to, do any. By all means, don't let me shoehorn you into doing whatever. You have options.
Well, first, I'm gonna shoot the guy who shot at my friend Vertex because I didn't like that.
Okay.
So that's this guy, right?
Yep.
Vert's gonna go. Leave the bike to me. I have ideas.
Okay, and as you say that, are you sure?
100%.
All right, and I swing the turret around, like, in my mind, I guess. I don't actually move because it's just a mind thing.
Yep.
But I swing the turret around, and I'm going to take a shot at these guys on these, like, weird mono wheel things.
None looks super badass in her head.
Okay.
Yeah. What? So should
You
I
gotta
just
beat a
roll heavy
13.
weapons because I don't have the actual weapon on my sheet?
Yeah, just roll heavy weapons.
All right.
A flare of your of radiation comes up, and 5 bullets go downfield. They have the ability to evade, but they also stopped. So their really only option at this point is to, yeah, this guy jumps the fuck out of the vehicle.
He gets out of the way.
Yeah, no. The vehicle stays. He jumps out as the bullets come and just pink across it. The massive tread starts smoking black smoke.
Okay, but you're saying that this guy would beat my roll?
Okay, you tied. Not counting Sarah's bonus. With Sarah's bonus, yeah, but even still, the tire is in front of him. He sits in the middle of the tire.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just as the bullets came, he jumped right the fuck out, not wanting to get caught in the vehicle exploding. This falls over and immediately catches flames.
All right, and so if I can take a second shot, I'm going to shoot at the other guy in front. No, this one.
Awesome. Roll it.
All right. Sorry, let me just do it again. Sorry, my sound's being so weird today. Like it keeps switching, and you guys sound like you're like 100 yards away. It's super weird.
I have no excuse on that.
Yeah, I don't think it's on your end because I just like reset my microphone. Here's another heavy weapon. Oh, what a terrible roll.
Still beat the 13, so it still technically hits. He can't now. The guy can't start the vehicle up to move it, but he still has a chance to get out of the way. So yeah, he will do the same thing. He's going to jump out of his vehicle. And
Okay.
real quick, I know the damage is good enough to fucking decimate, but let me make sure.
You want me to roll?
By all means, I will never deprive a person of rolling a handful of dice. 8d6.
What did you? 8d6.
It's actually 8d6 plus 12 technically.
Okay. Well, 31 plus 12.
So that's 43. Yeah, first bite's a smoking, smoking mess.
And one more time.
Please. Oh,
Yeah,
that is a terrible roll. That one's still standing.
Ones.
That one's still standing. Vertec, perception checks.
That's my roll.
Okay, the weapon, you start getting warnings since you fired the weapon twice. Caution, safety limit breached. Caution, safety limit breached. Be careful how quick of a shot you are, Choom. Sarah mutters.
Okay. Sarah, quiet that alarm.
Understood. Vertec?
Sorry, did you say a perception check?
Please. You're not jacked in, focused on the camera gun, so yeah. And you know what? It's too dark out to really care. There's a lot of action going down back here. You're probably just focused. Let's just say that you're focused.
Focus.
Too
Yep.
focused to focus.
Vertex is focused on their plan.
Mm-hmm.
They have a scheme. All right. So my turn.
Yes, it is.
Perfect. All right. Vertex is going to reach over with their meat arm, grab the jar of taffy, and dump it in their lap. They're going to switch to the other hand and use their action to whip it at this guy right here.
You're throwing the jar at them?
I'm throwing the empty jar.
Just want to be sure. Okay. That's actually athletics based off the grenade table. Definitely quite unexpected. You beat the DV.
Nice.
A D6 damage?
Yeah.
I,
As an improvised weapon, I believe that's fair.
okay. I'll give you a bonus +3 because force, it's coming at you and everything else. It's gonna hurt. I'll tack in some extra damage for that, but
I would think it's more distracting while you're riding a motorcycle than anything.
100% correct. Yes.
My plan is to see if I can knock him off the bike.
Right. Like,
It would suck to fall off a moving
Or does he have to
motorcycle.
make a concentrate, like an athletics or concentration check, not to fall off?
Correct, which he fails, actually, and he will actually take a tumble, and the bike will actually come off to the side. Giving him an extra... Road leathers take it, but he is going to take just a little bit of damage from that. The trucks, at this point, start...
sorry. One more thing.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to call up to Lucia. I hope you caught that.
The trucks come racing down, you guys. Alrighty, a lot of things happen here real quick in a matter of seconds. Please bear with me. Okay.
Oh, good. Great.
It's at this point in time, actually, that a green flare is shot from the southwest. Somewhere from that direction, a green flare gets shot over the battlefield, completely illumining everything in the weird green haze. The big Borgs back in the semi definitely take notice at this and start looking around and immediately start barking out orders. Everyone else seems completely pointless. It's about this point in time, a motorcycle comes directly at you guys from the side ramp, just off the highway. Hits one of the embankments down there. Plenty of them have been set up on this road. The third have been using them. Comes up on the back of his motorcycle are two basically fire and forget rocket launchers, 2x2s on each side. So a total of 4 rockets per left and right side. 8 of them come out and immediately spread in a pattern across the battlefield behind you guy. He takes a tumble, ditching the bike, and rolls across the concrete. The immediate, probably 40 meters, a little past you guys, so about 60 meters in length total to 20 meters close to you guys, immediately erupts in red and orange fire, catching pretty much the tombs there off guard and completely exploding the remains of the mono treads. This causes the actual trucks to come to a screeching halt just before the actual fireworks. As this person... They are in what looks to be a modified Metal Gear style of armor with a built-in linear frame into the armor to increase its functionality and movement. He literally rolls across the ground, picks up pretty much almost a RCP 90 style of heavy S machine gun that he has on his chest, and literally starts opening fire downstream. Complete military training showing off in a nutshell. So at this point in time, that the green light... What?
Towards the bad guys?
Yeah. He literally... Okay, it's at this point in time in the horizon, because of the green light, you can see the parked hollow tank that begins to start to zero in on the third of the third. Quarter mile out. They take notice of it too, and there's a momentary pretty much, oh shit, as the entire feel on the battlefield changed. Did you grunt thunk? I hope you enjoy. Thanks for calling in the backup 10 rounds early. Because they wouldn't have lasted that long. However,
is this Magnavox?
Okay, no. Based off the description, this is Alpha.
Oh,
Deathhead's the tank pilot.
gotcha.
Okay, the
Okay,
third.
So I'm a little confused. Whose side are they on?
It appears our side.
Well, they're not.
Okay.
They haven't shot at you guys.
Yeah,
So
they've shot at the other guys.
by that rule right there, probably well, who's to say? So
Yeah, right now.
Third is a friend of mine.
Yeah, exactly. In this moment, they're on our side.
this entire area erupts in a white phosphorus fire that will linger for at least 20 seconds, making pretty much that part of the highway kind of a no man's zone. Alpha takes post behind a pretty much a vehicle, a part of a destroyed vehicle, using it for cover, and just aims downstream, getting ready. Lucia, give me a film photography to see if you caught all that.
Absolutely, I will.
It'll fuck with your
And
white
as
balance.
a warning, I put it in the chat, but the storm did just pick up. For those of you who don't know, I am in Southern California, where we are getting a tropical storm for the first time in 80 years. So if I suddenly disappear, that's where I went.
Okay.
Should we just assume that you have drowned?
Picked up and
Or
carried
should,
away by the
should we
storm.
call for help?
I live on a mountain. I am fine. It's just whether or not the infrastructure of San Diego survives.
Correct.
Yeah, that would be
There
a
it is.
problem.
Okay, so 22.
Did it roll? It rolled.
You
It
you
rolled.
caught all that. You even caught him pretty much tricking off the bike and everything. He managed to actually do it with, yeah. You got the shot, and you got it good.
Did I get the shot?
Yeah,
Was
but
able to adjust the white balance with like for the white phosphorus and the exposure and
the
everything.
green hair from the flare shot overwards too really adds to the ambiance of it. Like, no, it's good. It's your
It was
turn though.
artistic.
Oh, yeah.
Lucia has out her other pistol as well and is going to point downwards towards the chuckle fuck who's underneath me. And just pop at him.
Kill that fucking guy.
Also, I fixed the stun gun weapon. Is now the correct one. So
I softened him up for you.
Well, like I said earlier, they can't dodge. That hits. That's a crit.
Yeah,
Damn.
kind of.
so that was for both of them. Yeah.
And your
Oh,
critical hit to the
yeah, that
body.
was a crit.
The broken arm. I
Oh,
have the macro actually saved as a hotbar on my screen, so you rolled broken arm, shooting him right through the arm. His arm is completely useless. He drops any item that is in that arm. Quick fix required. DV 13, treatment is 15, etc. You completely shred his arm with that. Now, since he's only in road leathers, that's 7, 13, 14, and they were already slightly. They look really messed up. They don't seem to mind because of the personality overclock chip in them. But yeah, they're bleeding, arms hanging on by, bits of himself, and yeah, not even paying attention. He's still trying to push himself up with his one arm.
Cool. She's then going to move back a little bit so she can refocus towards Johnny, this person on the bike with him, and Alpha.
Okay.
So that JJ is now the one that, like, if he looks up, it's JJ's there, not Lucia.
JJ, it's your turn.
Well, JJ is hopefully going to finish this job here with his magnum opus Hellbringer, which he was shooting at before he kind of threw that road flare up in the air. I'm going to include 1 point of luck into this roll.
Remember, don't forget about our +2s, y'all. I should have forgotten too.
And which one, I'm sorry, were you shooting at?
I'm finishing the job.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. That explains the... yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, he's dead.
I'm going to kind of say to, kind of evaluating this phosphorus haze here, I'm going to say to Lucia, we should probably get out of here, kind of in case that starts blowing this way or things like that. And I'm going to take my move towards kind of encouraging her to join me, hopefully, next on her turn. But I'm going to take my move towards the front of the cab here to try to get myself in a little bit of a better...
Okay. Johnny.
It's nice and nice. Every time you say Johnny, like just a great fucking song starts. Killing in the name. Rage Against the Machine.
Fuck right.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking perfect. All right, what's the sitch on this bike at the moment with me and this other guy? Like, what's actually happening here at the moment?
At this point, the front end of it is completely messed up. He seems driven because, the neural link and everything else isn't working. And now seeing that the front of the bike is destroyed, he immediately reaches into his neck and rips out the fucking chip and tosses it fucking on the street.
All right.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, was he going to say something? Sorry.
I know. He at that point, it's more or less the exhaustion is starting to set in with all the adrenaline and everything else going on that I need to make a check for him because the situation has changed so much. He might pass out.
Understood. Are we both technically still on the bike? Or
Yeah.
are we just on the ground next to it at the moment? All right.
Yeah, he's still holding the bike up, even though the entire front of the
Right.
bike is crap, and he's bleeding out of the front end parts of his leg. But yeah, it's your turn. What you want to do?
All right. He's looking to go ahead and dismount because this bike's fucked. This bike over here, is this obviously the guy got shot off of it, but what's the bike itself looking like?
Other than it basically taking a crash, at 20, 30 miles per hour at most, less than, probably 15, 20 kpm at best, more like probably 10. It's a little it's a little scratched up, a little damaged. It's still functional.
It will work to fucking just get me somewhere though. Yeah,
100%. It runs. It's got gas. What more do you need?
He goes to step off, and he's halfway off, still shoulder, hand on this other guy's shoulder as he pulls his Malorian and just puts it up, straight under his chin. It's this is my stop, man. I gotta find a new ride. Suggest you do the same. And it's just gonna, fire the gun, point blank, straight under the chin.
Under the guy that you just used as a human shield?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It's cold, man.
I believe the book says this is practically a tradition.
Doesn't see it coming.
Yep. That's the hope.
It's almost like you pull it up and the second, almost like he feels the barrel there, his almost eyes just close and just accept it. Give me the damage.
I think I just got to roll an attack. Oh, low damage. 14.
Oh no.
Yep. His head turns into confetti, and he slumps right over. Perception.
And, he's already half off the bike as he takes the shot, and he's just gonna twist and just start walking over.
Okay.
If you need a check or something.
Nope.
How do I rotate the fucking token on this?
I got you.
I don't know how you did that.
God powers.
Perfect. And he just takes the shot, spins the gun again, just reholsters it as he walks over, rubbing his hands, and picks up the bike.
Okay. Bits of the third. Actually, some of the members get up as their bodies are completely being engulfed on the white hot fire and try to move towards you guys. It is unclear what's actually at this point keeping them alive as they crawl through the flames, but they do not leave the flames. However, the third behind them stop their trucks, come to a screeching halt just outside the flames, and these people start cursing and screaming over. Some of the people actually get out and start using the vehicle for cover, while the drivers inside pretty much, the trucks, now that they're much closer, each have a harpoon launcher on the front used for pretty much bolting two vehicles and climbing across. They're kind of grabbing that, trying to look around to see if they can impale Alpha with a clean shot.
Gotta get me one of those.
Okay.
If we survive, we might just get the chance.
Is anyone paying attention past the immediate carnage to the semi? Honestly.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I think JJ was going to be trying to get into a better position to get an eye on these things. That's why he's moving a little bit away from the phosphorus.
Okay.
You mean our semi, or
position and into a place where he can get a better assessment on the situation. So that was part of the reason why I moved in the way I did.
Okay. Well, it's more or less like you get the phosphorus, you get the trucks coming after you guys, but there's a semi behind them which is acting kind of the main lead vehicle of the convoy. At this point, with so many things going on, it was the honest question: are any of you actually paying attention to that truck?
No.
Tia's just busy filming Johnny.
Yeah.
JJ is trying to get a handle on exactly what's going on.
Okay. So
He's
JJ,
mostly where these new people are that have shown up. I would
Okay.
say.
I need a perception check from JJ then.
Okay.
we're just living in the moment, man. We're here for right now. We don't worry about what's happened. We don't worry about what's down the road.
Zombie stuff.
Literally.
Literally.
Not a great check. A lot going on.
Well, there is a lot going on. It's kind of hard to make out due to the smoke and haze that comes from the white phosphorus. It's easier to see what's going on, but it's almost like you're getting mirage lines and visual heat lines causing distortion at that point. However, it looks like one of the guys, one of the bigger Borgs, is ripping off his clothes.
Okay.
One of the bigger boards back at the STEMI is ripping off his clothes.
Yes.
Understood.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Don't understand. I mean, I don't understand why, but I understand what you said.
Good.
It's not the
That's-
time or the place for this.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Quick, everybody take off your clothes.
Nan, due to the fact that sensors being blocked a little bit and everything else, it is causing some of your camera feeds, mainly to, at this point, the south and to the west, to be blocked. Basically, the area the military tanker is, it's got to jam it. It's got a jammer. Okay. If you try to look that way to be like, what's that over there? You're going to start getting interference, that kind of thing. As long as you're not looking at it, you're fine.
And does that translate to some mechanical negative to hitting or something?
Yes. If you were trying to actually use targeting to shoot at the tanker, any electronic targeting in any way, it's automatically a -4.
So Sarah's
okay.
gonna have problems.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Sarah, turn on auto targeting.
Are you sure? She says almost excitedly.
Well, just don't shoot us, and don't shoot the guy who's shooting them. I don't know his name, but Alpha. He seems like an Alpha.
Understood, and literally like manual control has been now taken away, and she starts laughing as the gun just starts firing.
Okay.
Love her psychotic driver.
And she literally mutters something along the lines of, "I always wanted to experience the taste of death."
I like your enthusiasm, Sarah. And Nan is gonna kind of like poke her head out the window, and out of her arm, and she's gonna like reach out her arm, and out of her arm comes a pop-up grenade launcher, and she's gonna shoot that to try and hit just kind of like right there, I guess, just like kind of in between everybody. Maybe like there.
I'm not
Pretty far, I think. But
where were you trying? Like back here by the trucks?
yeah, how far are they actually?
Okay, so
Maybe that's so terrible to do.
oh no, it's fine. That might be really hard to do. Not telling you what to do, but let's see. That's 72 meters.
Do you know offhand what the
DV would be? Yes, you have to beat a 20.
a 20?
You have to beat a 20.
So you gotta hit.
Yes, I have to get a 21.
There's plus
Okay,
twos.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take a +2, and I'm gonna add some luck to the equation. Oh, how do I open my character sheet again?
Hi, mister.
I figured it out. Just taking forever to load. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna shoot. Alright, I'm taking a +2 and I'm using, let's say 2 luck, okay?
Okay.
Is there a way to add that before I roll, or
You'd have to actually
know-
go in there and give yourself the bonus.
Alright, so I'm just gonna
can-
roll and we have to remember.
Yeah.
Alright, good luck, good luck.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, crit! What a time to crit.
Okay.
But I still feel like I needed the extra, honestly.
Well, I mean, you're technically you are slightly obscured due to the flames, so I could impose a -2 there, but no, that was solid. That totally lands.
Okay. So that is just going to be what I have loaded is just a regular grenade. And I was trying to get it so it hit everybody. Regular armor piercing grenade.
Well, grenades only have so much of a blast radius. The best place you could put it is probably going to be back here to
Yeah.
hit. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to
Hit all
count.
these buttons. And that was 20 damage.
They're going to have
Not
minuses.
terribly.
They're going to have minuses to try to dodge it because it was obscured and pretty much that blast came right out of nowhere. And I got some -2s I have to burn, so I don't expect any of these guys to actually dodge the attack. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
fuck that.
Yeah, no.
Some terrible rolling.
That one doesn't do too bad, but even with the obscurement, it still doesn't beat your the DVU set. So
Right.
good job, good job. 20 damage isn't enough to completely destroy those vehicles, but it does completely fuck up these two tires, effectively, basically popping those reinforced tires back there. This guy takes the brunt of it and actually looks messed up. He actually is showing the sense of he feels pain. Same thing with
Nice.
all the people back here that actually took the damage. The 4 of them, all actually show signs of they took pain,
Nice.
and they are actually they feel it. Oh, you poor
That's
bastard!
very good.
Good shot. Good shot. Good teamwork.
What a time to crit. What a time to crit. These guys are fucked.
Beautiful.
All
Just see a
right.
grenade fucking lob over the fire and just like roll between the trucks. Between the two like wheel thingy trucks, big wheel trucks.
At this point in time, Vertec.
All right. Vert doesn't really have anything to do at the moment. So they're just going to pull a piece of taffy out of the crotch and offer it to Nan. Be like, snack for my snack?
Not now.
Thank you.
Vertex.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Somebody said it.
I'm focusing.
Crotch taffy?
As much as I'd love to eat a piece of taffy from your crotch, not right now. Please.
Oh, don't worry. It's still a long drive.
Because you have the elevated position, because you fired your grenade back there, the explosion stuff, you really are looking downfield at the moment. Nan, give me a perception check as we get to the end of this round.
Oh, gladly. Perception.
And then we're going to get into the negative plot twist.
Ooh,
Oh,
lovely.
What?
Oh, yeah. Backup was the positive plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
17.
So what you currently see downfield before the end of the round happens, Nan, Vertex, since you're just hanging out, by all means, you can roll too, because, I mean, you're just enjoying taffing and enjoying the show, so.
Yeah. They are having the best time right now.
Are you like a melee fighter mostly? Yeah.
I just have a really crappy gun, and they don't. I mean,
Yeah,
the intent was that I'd be like,
Yeah,
more knocking people out with my jazzler, you know?
right. Yeah, they're too far for like a pistol, I feel like.
Yeah, they're too far from my pistol, too far to get jazzled. It kind of leaves me with nothing.
Car combat is kind of bad for a pistol. Anywho, you two clearly see this. One of the big Borgs by the semi has stripped naked. They are as free in the world as possible, and then they disappear.
Do they have electronic junk?
Okay. It's a synthetic attachment, Mr. Sud. They are not a Ken doll. Obviously, they get enough tail to feel like with a full cyber body, they still need to have, something there. But the skin goes partially translucent, and they disappear.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Stealth ammo?
Okay.
No.
I want some.
Okay.
If anything, just for an excuse to get naked during a fight.
Two of the other ones literally tap things on their body, and dermal pockets open up and start billowing smoke. And they take off running due east.
Who?
Two of the other ones. Okay. They don't get naked. They literally touch themselves, and something from inside them starts billowing smoke.
Oh my god, this is tough.
And they take off due east. The weird thing about the smoke, there's particles and flakes that linger within the smoke,
Oh shit! It's chaff.
Okay, causing actually disruption to any type of electronic tracking or electronic use of targeting or anything else in that. Effectively, if you're trying to use anything technology to see them, it will fuck up your vision. The last one.
Have you been playing any Metal Gear Solid recently? Because
No, I've grown up in American sci-fi my entire life, so yeah, I have Hollywood to thanks, but keep that in mind. The last one literally points back, and JJ, this like, Nan, Vertec, you guys completely catch all this. JJ, you managed to catch this part of this. You see the guy point at you guys, and takes a knife in his hand and cuts it across the blade, and shows you the blood and smears it on his face, and hops right off the semi and takes off running, because the tank fires its main weapon.
no.
What was once firing main cannon indeed. What was once a green light of hue is actually completely shown with a brilliant white light, as the energy cannon on the tank erupts in hot metal melting intensity. It collides with pretty much the front of the semi, destroying that part of the highway, catching the semi in its blast, igniting both the tankers. The semi goes off like the 4th of July. This causes a cascade on the highway as the highway starts to collapse.
Drive!
Yeah, where is the highway collapsing?
The highway, the highway is basically behind the two trucks. The highway is collapsing, and it's causing a cascading effect on the highway as that effect is moving towards you guys. Who knows how far it will go? But I just want to put that out there.
Vertex, you see that? Are we all on comms with each other?
Yes, Sarah has actually tied you all in comms together, yes.
Sarah, alert the others. We got to get out of here, the highway.
Sarah's still firing, laughing.
Yeah, is she hitting, by the way? I don't know when she goes, but...
Yeah, at this point, she's shooting the trucks.
Okay. She's taking a negative, but is she doing any damage?
Oh, yeah. At this point, okay, the front tires on both trucks are decimated. Okay, she's not...
the back tires for my grenade.
Mm-hmm. And the two, pretty much the passenger side rear and driver side rear on one of them completely decimated too. Those trucks aren't going anywhere. Those chooms are freaking the fuck out.
Guys, we're getting
Alpha's
more
laughing.
Than we know what to do with, by the way.
You're gonna need them.
Is Alpha on a cycle or something?
Is what?
Is Alpha just on foot, or is he on some sort of vehicle?
He was on a motorcycle, which he leapt off of and is currently being burnt in here. It looks like it wasn't something he was really attached to. It was definitely looked like something he used to get around, and that was about it.
A true Buddhist.
Cool. That informs what Lucia is going to do.
Okay. So it is Lucia's turn. The highway's starting to collapse.
Yep, as she captures the highway collapse, because that's good footage right there.
It's literally collapsing, moving towards you.
But I'm going to use it. She's going to loudly whistle towards Johnny, and then point back at Alpha, scoop him up. And I'm gonna spend my turn tying a rope down on the side and throwing it over, so that if need be, there is somewhere to grab to get back onto the.
Oh, that's fucking scary as hell.
So interesting.
What's the length of the rope, by the way?
50
That's a great question that I'm sure the rulebook could tell me. It's just standard rope.
Cool. I was just curious if it was the entire coil standard rope, or you actually only had it cut into smaller lengths.
No, I have it just set as rope.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's probably 20 meters of rope.
It's definitely enough to throw over the side, right?
Technically 60 meters of rope, which is a ton.
Yeah. I mean, if you want it to be 60, that's fine. That's nylon rope, 800 pounds. Okay. You attach a rope, toss it off the side for Alpha. Do you hop back on the truck at that point?
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been on the
Yeah,
truck.
yeah,
for
yeah.
a
That's
long
right.
time.
Right. Cool. I for some reason thought you got off with everyone else, but no, you didn't. Okay.
Nope. I just shot people.
You gotta get the shots.
JJ,
I get the shot and I
Actually
take the
got off
shot.
the truck.
You
That
did,
was
too.
That's
funny.
so interesting because JJ was first going to come over to the cab and knock on the door and tell them to get moving, but now we're already kind of doing that. And then he was
Yeah.
get in position to try to help Johnny back up on the truck, which Lucia is already doing.
Honestly, we can have multiple positions. Like, it's better to have more spots to get up than fewer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think JJ, I kind of did this measurement out here. This is just kind of a rough representation over here, but this would have to be here basically for that to make sense.
what?
So JJ could the front of this cab.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Do you see what I mean? Like it would actually have to be here.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
You are 100% correct there. Yes.
yeah.
I think-
The truck has moved a little bit at this point, but
Yeah, I think you're starting to get. I was gonna bang on the driver's side window and tell you to get moving this turn, but I think you're already doing that.
yeah, because we were able to get
move
a clear
myself
view.
to essentially the front of this, or this side, so I can, and I'm gonna lay myself down with my arm down so that I could. JJ will have a place to kind of grab my arm and I can pull him back up. I'm not aware that he's kind of going to be trying to pick somebody else up.
Will you also keep in mind as you do this, in case you want to do something differently, you can clearly see JJ went over here and Johnny went over here and picked up the bike. That was the last thing he did.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to move because that fucking road.
So
Well, I will stay in my position, ready to help him back on if he decides to bike up and do that. But what I actually want to do is I've been looking back at this semi truck, watching these people take off their outfits.
They're
And
sexy.
I would like to do a deduction.
Mhm.
I do have a lot of experience with cyberware and
You do.
orgs in my profession.
You do.
I want to try to deduce what I'm seeing here, what's going on, try to make sense of everything. So, do you want deduction from me, or a cyberware check, or
cyberware a cybertech check would definitely be better. Now, deduction, because of your criminology and things like that, though criminology could kind of be another one of those things too. Perception, any of these skills, I will let you use whatever you want. Just roll good. There's +2s. Chat's been loving you guys.
A lot of +2s.
cybertech check is +2.
Okay.
So it's a 20 as the result.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So that's at least a professional level check, not quite heroic. So one of them has clearly, you can't tell because of the skin, but the skin itself appears to be chameleon skin. Okay. It is a chameleon-based tech that was very popular in the 2020s. You could go stealth, but you could only put it on your skin. So naked time was stealth time. Now, in the later part of the 2020 era, they actually made a modification of this. It could actually go in armor. It was a bit more expensive, and if the armor gets fucked up, chances are it's going to fuck up the actual chameleon-based aspect as well. That's one of them. Anything more on the body you can't make out because they went invisible. The two, obviously they probably have some type of subdermal pocket that they've loaded what appears to be with smoke grenades. That's pretty easy to tell. What the smoke grenades putting out, the anti-electromagnetic style chafe countermeasure, that's total military tech. That's not something you would commonly see on the street, even in use of Max Tech, ICTF, anything like that. That is fourth corporate war tech. Taking that assumption the one step further, if they're all remnants of the fourth corporate war, they might have other internal stuff to assist them. And JJ is left to assume at that point, based off what's clearly military blacklisted cyberware in Night City, Second Hearts, and muscle, and a thicker bone graft that actually turns your skeletal structure into a metal-based skeletal structure. They could have secondary organs to actually increase their ability to go. Auto injectors, probably an enhanced armor. Subdermal armor is probably an enhanced grade. And based off quickly, the people with smoke are running. Except Big Dave. Big Dave didn't activate smoke. He just cut his finger, smeared on his face, kind of gave you guys the finger with that "I'll be back" choom, and left in their smoke. And they're hauling ass in terms of whatever kinds of cyber legs they have are definitely some kind of military equivalent of Corvette legs, as they are designed to move as foot soldiers. They could probably easily run 40 to 60 miles an hour given the terrain.
Holy shit.
Okay.
40 to 60 miles an hour?
Corvette legs in 2020 could actually push 60 to 80 miles an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
I
tough.
will. I've got my one arm down to help Johnny if he does decide to come that way, and he probably won't under the circumstance. But I will bang on the. I'll use that arm to bang on the window to tell the chooms inside to. It's time to find a new party.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Alrighty. These guys start scrambling. Some of them just go right off the side, off the highway to get off the. Because it's better to jump off the side and get crushed and into basically fall and get crushed in the concrete debris, as these are quite elevated. Think second to third story elevated style of highway, so cars and underpass can move underneath this area. Or more importantly, it was designed to prevent coastal flooding and not have to worry about sea tides, but that kind of went a different way now, didn't it? Either way, the people on the highway start jumping the fuck off. Alpha, laughing, starts running up towards the vehicle and pretty much to hop on with you guys as well. As you guys are all looking back at the carnage at this point, Lucia can give me the perception check. Nan, you're issuing the drive order?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like jacking back in or whatever we want to call it, but I'm taking control back from Sarah. Hope you had fun. Let's go. And yeah, I'm getting the truck moving. I don't know how many. I can't remember if that like takes an action or whatever, but
the vehicle was technically still on. You guys just parked.
Okay.
So.
All right. There's gonna be some maneuver to like get it out of its like jackknife.
That's the problem at the moment.
Yeah. So what do you want me to roll?
A driving land vehicle, please. Hi, Mouse. Hi. Yes, you gotta sit. Yes.
Wolf.
You said drive land vehicle, right?
Please.
Yeah, it's under control.
Control, of
And then
course.
perception ended up being 22.
As you're looking back and surveying the battlefield, the light shining off multiple things, as the vehicle is starting to move and back up, you notice it on the ground, right here, moments away from death, a tiny skill chip.
Oh.
A tiny skill chip?
Yep.
I'm gonna take a +2 on this drive land vehicle roll.
Okay.
Are you keeping track of them, Raven? Or
I'm honestly expecting you guys to do it. I'm trusting you. That's why I wipe the scoreboard every session.
Well, in fairness, I don't know how many we've gotten, but it's quite a lot. Like I think we're at like 11.
We haven't used very many.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we've used maybe 4, 5.
I
had like I think we have 12 total plus the 2.
Plus, we also have all our points between us, probably. If you really want one, we could probably find one.
Yeah, that's why I told you guys from the get-go. You are not allowed to spend your points on this channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm saving up for is a negative plot twist. Am I not allowed to that?
I mean, if you want to do that, man, that's your life you're playing with, not
I
mine.
think 20,000 is the point where you can spend it. But,
Yeah.
I'm on
All right.
9.5.
I'm taking this drive land vehicle check with a +2. Please roll shitty.
14. Hey, you don't actually have to beat much to actually do basic vehicle maneuvers. It's only when you start getting into fancy maneuvers that the checks get bad.
Yeah, I do not have that page open in front of me.
It's all good.
With that skill chip that I saw, it's like on the pavement.
Yep.
And Alpha's still currently on the rope that I.
Alpha's running over, since the vehicle's not really in motion, he can still run over and easily grab the ladder and hop on.
Cool. I'm going to try and just really quickly hop down, grab, and go back up.
Okay. You're going, I will allow you to do it, but you're basically hopping off as the vehicle start in motion, so you're going to have to catch back up, but it's nothing. You guys can easily perform this. I do need the athletics check, though, to make sure you do it. I just need the athletics to make sure you do it quickly enough to prevent Nan from driving over the plot device.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't run over the plot device.
As I said, the guy that
13.
yeah, okay, you can hop off and grab it, okay, but it is very much one of those, like, just as the vehicle stops, it is literally right there next to you. It is by inches that you perform this well enough, but you do have the chip. It is a personality overclock chip designated. Make sure I have this correctly in the notes. Eugene. Literally spelled it on it. Ugene. Eugene. That's the code.
Funny.
That's the code name of it. It may come in handy later, or you can slot it and see what happens.
Absolutely not.
Hey,
I
never
don't
know.
think I have a slot for that.
it's all good. You pick
I
up the
hope-
chick and can easily hop it in. The trucks are gone at this point. Concrete, flaming concrete is falling behind you, as it looks like whatever has started is not slowing down.
So clip in, strap in, and
Hey,
haul ass.
Nan's got the vehicle pointing the right way. Everybody hops on. Johnny, I need a drive check. If you're going to keep with the motorcycle,
Yeah, sure thing, man.
you accidentally got skipped somewhere along the way in here, so that's my bad.
For the second time,
Yeah,
man, I'm not playing a good enough rocker boy. Clearly,
it's all my bad. Terrible, just
let's
terrible.
do the
We'll
drive.
take a break after this, and I'll get somebody to slap some shit into me.
21. Wow.
Fuck right. You can easily pop the vehicle up. It is clear that this place is going to hell in the handbasket. Is there anything Johnny wants to do before I'm guessing you and everyone else drive off?
No, I mean, seeing Lucia pop down to grab something, he'd hover around the back just in case he needs to pick Lucia or Alpha up. But other than that, he's just having a good time.
Yeah,
Okay.
makes sense. Real quick,
Yes.
is there can I do something on, like, because I'm, like, controlling the thing with interface plugs? Can I still take an action or no?
What do you want to try to do?
I just wanted to shoot back at. Oh no, I wanted to reload my pop-up grenade launcher.
Totally. Absolutely.
Alright,
It is
cool.
reloaded.
That's reloaded.
Oh, that's actually not a bad shout. I've got a few smoke grenades. I'm just gonna lob one over the shoulder.
Okay.
Just done. Cool.
You guys all hop aboard, take off as the highway begins to collapse behind you guys. And it doesn't slow down.
Yeah. So there's gonna be another drive roll or something.
Yep, I'm going to need that drive check for you to basically keep up well enough to outpace the collapsing bridge.
All right. Yeah, I'm like, Sarah, step on it, and I roll again, and I'm gonna take another +2, and I'm gonna use another 2 luck.
I would recommend it.
Can I actually assist with this? I want to pull ahead on the bike and just act as almost a scout. So I'm on comms, just
Yeah.
driving ahead of the truck, just trying to make sure he doesn't, like, there's nothing big coming up that for him to hit or anything.
Absolutely. I'll need the driving check from you as well, as you're wanting to stay ahead of the semi.
Oh.
That's not what you want.
15. I think that's.
Is that a 13 minus 6? So
That's a
7 total?
That's a 13 minus 6. Yes.
7.
Oh.
And what was your
Alright, so I guess I'm not getting the +1 or whatever from him.
no?
Okay.
At one
Is
point, you
he
may.
okay, though?
Oh, he's navigating ahead of you, and getting a little too close to a couple things might eclipse something. You're going to have to actually slow down, or Johnny's going to have to get rid of his bike and be the new hood ornament of the semi. Things can happen. We'll see. Let me see how your driving check goes first.
Okay. So +2 from the chat, +2 from luck. Hey, boy. No!
Oh, that's a 1.
That's a 1 + 4.
You
He's a
stall
five.
the truck, and at that point, I think we're going to take break.
Sarah, what?
If you guys want, if not, we'll finish the scene. If
And that's how
not, you'll finish the scene. But yeah, you stall the truck.
Yeah, no, that's good. Let's take the break. That's a good.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break.
Get some real food.
Okay, everybody. I hope everyone here joining us is actually having fun. I want to give a special thank you to the people actually donating points and causing the major plot twists and negatives. The twist to the campaign. As the group, I want you guys to know, you can each add third of the third as a enemy. They are coming
great.
back for
Third?
you. Yes.
Outstanding.
Great.
I wish they would just call themselves the 1/9 as a math guy. You know?
I had that debate with them and lost. So I'm just paying
I
homage,
think
okay?
Nan feels that way too. She's like, "What the hell? Why don't they just simplify the operation?"
Reduce fractions, you dumb motherfuckers.
However, we are going to take a break real quick. I am going to put 10 minutes on the clock. Real quick, before I step away, I want to give a quick shout out to what was it, Grunthunk, and what was the name of the other person in chat?
Dr. Squiggles or something.
Dr. Squiggle.
Dr. Squiggums.
Dr. Squiggums, thank you very much for your contributions to the story. I hope you felt that what this was actually worthwhile. And if not, please let me know. I'm more than happy to be meaner to my players. Before we go any further, I want to give a quick shout out to some of our sponsors. Liar Banner Games, they're actually one of the sponsors here at Cybernation Uncensored. They also have a new Kickstarter checking out. I believe it's called Hellwatch: The Infernal Oath. Take a look at that. It might be, it might be part of that evil design some people might like. Studio Adigate is another sponsor. They specialize in world building. Free League Publishing, they are a huge tabletop book creator. Variety of interesting sources might be something up your angle there. If you're putting together a campaign, check out Sirenscape. It would be an easy way to add some music to the situation. Fantasy Grounds is one of the tabletop, pretty much virtual mediums you can use to be able to get people together, play games, and host virtual games. Modifius Entertainment and Loki Battle Maps, both excellent contributors to the tabletop role-playing scene as well. A huge shout out and thank you to each and every one of you for everything you guys do here. I'm going to actually add 7 minutes to. I'm going to actually give us a fifth.
Also wanted to thank the Raiders, Diamond Dust, and Little Bones for joining us through the session and bringing along your audiences. Thank you a lot.
Oh, hey guys. I wasn't even aware of that. Hey, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Questions, comments, and stirs, feel free to, chime on in. I will be away from keyboard, but I hope you all enjoy, and I'm at least enjoying the story so far. Okay, so straight up, a bow table, that encounter was supposed to hurt each and every one of you to some degree. That's all I wanted that to happen there, and that's what it was designed for. It was to make you all experience combat and hopefully get messed up. By the point in time things were supposed to start looking bad was at the point in time I figured backup would start to show up. However, chat decided otherwise. And because since chat decided otherwise, those members of the third are going to want to get vengeance, or else the bosses of the third might do bad things to them. So, happy people enjoyed though. Did you guys lose me? Oh, I want to make sure my headset didn't stop working. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, just making sure. Everything went too quiet, so I just kind of was a little worried something might be messing up. But it's not, so. Okay, good. Just making sure.
Gangster heard you too.
Okay. I'm away from keyboard at the moment, so I apologize. I can't smoke in my house. Health and safety, family member respect, toddler.
Yeah, no, I think everyone else just left as well, so it's all good. No. I don't think we're muted. I think we all just went to piss and get drinks and shit.
Yeah, it was kind of a fast-paced little bit of thing. I wanted it to be challenging. I wanted it to be scary. Chat saved you guys before I could do any real damage to you, so
Well, I think we're about to get some damage. Well, I think it's just me at the moment. Well, look, you got to put up with me. How dare we take a break? How dare we?
hey, we hit that 2 hour point. We finally got to the rest of the combat. It was eventful. It was story driven to a certain degree. A lot of things happened. A lot of high energy there. So, I like to make combat entertaining. I apologize it takes so long to get through some more interesting combat. That is my fault as a DM.
That's fine. I like interesting combat.
Lucia, what are you doing in the old city center at the moment?
No idea. Not sure why I'm in the center of the city.
That's generally what we call a bad time.
That's good.
Thanks to
Yeah.
today. All thanks to literally today.
Can I move myself? No, I cannot. Maybe I can. I can't. Cool. I'm gonna go hang out with all of you guys wherever the hell those buttons.
We're out of the wastelanders. Chilling.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I ended up in the city center.
It was me, probably because I was putting tokens around accidentally. And
God, how dare you?
hey, it's my world. That's why they call me God.
Just living it.
But yeah, no, excellent. You guys. I knew that was going to go a lot of different ways. I wasn't expecting the enthusiastic response from chat. I'm excellently and very, very, very excited about that.
We got 30 people watching right now, like 30.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. So,
30 gorgeous fucking people watching. Beautiful.
I'm gonna do a little more work on this song.
Okay, I'm about to switch the music. I forgot to switch the music for break. This isn't really break music.
I can't hear the music, so because I'm not wearing headphones, I decided I didn't want to risk it echoing. Because I hate wearing headphones in a wig.
Agreed.
I don't like wearing headphones to start with, though. So
Yeah, I never do it. Fuck that.
I'm deaf in one ear, so I kind of have to, or else I do get really bad echo problems.
more family based for me. I share an office with my wife, kind of thing. Like it's so she's whatever trying to use her computer, or if I have somebody else around, I'll use headphones. But otherwise, I like to use the. So how's the weather?
no, it's weathering outside. I did just in the last right before we took a break got the flash flood warnings
But you said you're
for my area.
Right?
So it's not so much me worrying about me and my own safety. It's whether or not a bit of debris is going to knock out a power line or knock out wherever this internet's coming from.
Yeah.
So if I disappear, keep going. Do not wait for me, because I might just be gone.
Yeah. Are you from San Diego, like, or around like Southern California? Like you're from there, local?
Born and raised. I only lived away to go to Santa Barbara for college, and then I came right back.
Fair enough. I was looking at moving to before COVID. I was
Enjoying it?
to Los Angeles or outside of Los Angeles in the valley. But
Ugh. As someone who goes to Los Angeles a lot for work, ugh.
yeah, I had a job opportunity kind of things.
Yeah. I understand why people go there. I'm a suburban girl, so it ain't my scene.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, for me, it's a big weather improvement. Like, I'm from Ontario, Canada. I've been to LA several times. I've never been to San Diego, but the weather would be nice. The idea, like having nice weather when you're raising a kid, is nice too. So, I hate the snow, so that would be a big bonus for me.
Or you can go anywhere on the coast of California and escape snow.
Yeah.
But the nice thing with San Diego, well, really most of SoCal, is you can go from the beach to the mountains with snow to the desert within about 2 hours.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is super cool.
I did some of that when I was very young. Went beach in the morning, or yeah, kind of skiing in the morning and beach in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And be perfect.
Yeah, we'll trip in the morning, go throw some snowballs, and then sleep under the stars in Borrego.
Yeah,
I've just got my visa to come over to Canada for a bit.
Oh yeah, why? Just wondering, something different, something new.
Why?
Why? Fucking stay where you are, Britt. No, I mean, I fucking love snowboarding. I love canoeing, love snowboarding. So, good place to be. Yeah.
That's the perfect answer. That's why you come to Canada. If you're into that, I should have known from the snowboard. I have an aunt in Vancouver, so I used to visit quite a bit and go to Whistler. I've done like skiing and snowboarding a little bit, but I'm not big into it, kind of thing. But it's very. I love Whistler in general, and it's just a very nice place to be.
Yeah. We'll see. I have to put in my the other reason I'm applying is because up until the age of 30 they'll just give you 2 years working visa, just because you're young, quote unquote, and I turned 31 in January, so so I just want to give them I just want my 2-year visa before I can't apply for it anymore. Might as well.
I had a friend who took advantage of that a lot. He's actually like technically his parents are Canadian, but he was born in England, and so he had all these visa opportunities that weren't eligible for everyone else, and he took advantage of a lot of them to work in Australia and a bunch of different other opportunities as well. He went to England for a while too. I don't know if he worked there or not, but it was
yeah, it's a good thing to do.
He took advantage of his unique citizenship status, is what I will say. His dad was teaching in England at the time when he was born. So.
Yeah, I should move around a lot more. I've got some good stuff. Like I can go to South Africa pretty easily, Australia, Canada, for obvious fucking reasons.
Yep.
Just good.
I do have a fair amount of business in Africa and South Africa. It'd be interesting to visit South Africa. I don't know if I'd want to like live there long term or anything, but I'd really like to visit at some point.
One of my besties lives in Joburg, and I keep meaning to go out and see her.
Yeah.
Maybe out there. Yeah. Cape Town is fucking gorgeous, like stunning.
I sell a lot of media for like entertainment venues and things like that, or like resorts and things and stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot of tourism stuff is kind of what I know about the country, I guess. So maybe it's a little bit more favorable than somebody who might have a wider view of things.
I mean, yeah, it's difficult.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, I get this all the time. People are like, "Oh, isn't it dangerous?" I'm like, "Well, there's fucking millions of people that live there every day without dying, so they're doing all right." But we're very fortunate.
There are certain areas of America that are pretty dangerous too, even compared to the rest of the world. Certain ridings
I would rather go to South Africa than America, than the US. I would feel safer in Joburg than some places in America for sure. For sure.
We all agree on that.
Yeah, it's the thing about America is it's really like, in my experience anyway, which is other, but it's like certain neighborhoods, and actually you kind of see this in Night City where it's like a pretty safe neighborhood can be right next to like a pretty unsafe neighborhood kind of. But it's like very people in the area.
And there is a border.
Yeah, and we see that kind of exaggerated in Night City to get us back into the game here, but yeah, no, but America's very much that way, more so than I find like Canada.
Well, I mean, it's literally segregation. It's like literally.
Yeah. Our own broken system caused this.
Yeah, it's literally like the remnants of segregation and then like housing discrimination that still happens to this day. It's like
it's very much systemically caused bullshit.
Yeah, that's like why it's so entrenched. Because I remember, visiting Canada. I was in Montreal, and I was just like taken aback at how, like, any part of the city that I was in, there was like every type of person. You know, like it was much more of like the melting pot that people talk about. America is like, I felt that way more in Montreal than like any city that I've been in the U.S.
Yeah, I'm also a landlord. In Canada, we have a lot of restrictions on mixed income housing, or trying to promote not having like one neighborhood where all the rich people live, and then you know, like where there's a really like we are really incentivized or really pushed when we're building neighborhoods or making housing choices or designing new housing choices to kind of mix in incomes in different areas, and it seems to be relatively successful, at least in terms of like safety or crime or like just, you know, the I don't know.
Okay.
Like, here's the thing with dangerous neighborhoods: they're poor, right? Like,
yeah, it's the economic disparity.
Neighborhood, it's a low income area.
Yes.
And people resort to crime because either they have nothing else to do or nothing better to do. You know, they can't.
Like our edgerunners, really.
So
yeah, exactly.
Y'all hear me?
Really good at crime.
Let's get back to it then. Okay.
Yeah, we got you.
We're back from break. Thank you, everybody. Those of you stuck around, happy to see that. We'll continue on the next part of this. You've stalled your vehicle. You've clipped something, and you've basically had to set down your bike. And at this point, for those of you on the semi, the cracks are now starting to get into your area where the semi is. You can see the cracks of the actual concrete highway start to actually form as structural integrity is starting to give way. And at that point of the catastrophic failure is pretty much starting to creep at the back end of the truck. Lucia, you see it very much as you're getting back on, the truck. But for those of you at the back end or even holding on, you can see the cracks start crawling underneath the back of the tanker. Give me those drive checks. Let's see if you guys can successfully drive yourself out of the situation.
Okay, another drive check from me?
Well, yeah, because you guys failed the last two quite poorly, and that's why the vehicle stalled.
Vertex is gonna go, but you gotta lighten the load, and then grab the dead guy out of the back seat and just throw him out the window.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Get him out of there before he starts taking up the place. I mean, those body fluids are going to get out of here at some point, so...
Yeah, soon he's gonna start drawing flies and
So
Never comes out of the carpet.
never comes out of the carpet. Are you kidding me? Thank God these are leather seats.
And Dan, no, honestly, you can let Sarah do all of this. Okay, you honestly can. You're in there helping and assisting and everything else. So, other than unless you honestly roll a 1, you guys are going to be just fine. Johnny's the one who's actually in proper danger at the moment.
Oh, okay. I thought our truck was slipping into the.
Not yet. No. If you roll, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so JJ's kind of positioned himself on top of the semi in a way to kind of try to help Johnny up on there if things go south.
Correct.
Things are starting to go south. So just I guess I want to keep Johnny in mind that there's an arm there to help him. Is there a way that should JJ, with the truck stalling, slide down to the hood of the semi? Would that help or be easier for Johnny to make that hookup happen? Or is he in the best position he kind of can be without?
If the semi continues going and Johnny gets in front of it and botches, you being on the hood might be the saving grace he needs. Then again, if Johnny can get control of the bike but not keep a good pace, you being on either side is just a helping hand from him to make that step over. So it really depends on what happens to Johnny.
We have rope. Why there's rope.
And you guys have rope dangling behind, which I'm keeping in mind in case, the wire that's in the concrete might catch it and cause a problem for the back end of the truck. I am totally keeping that in mind for you guys and not for me.
I think that sounds like a held action to me. If
Yes.
I'm holding my possible action to slide down onto the hood of the car, if that is more helpful, I will remain in position, assuming that this is the most helpful position I can be in at this time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's the way to go, I think.
All right. Should we make our drive rolls?
Please.
All right.
All right.
I'm
Fucking piece of shit. This would never happen with the British bike. We're gonna try
okay, not a great roll, but it's a 12.
Okay, Sarah's just saying it's not a 1. You're fine. That's.
I'm gonna sink in a couple of points of luck, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck it.
You only live once. 18.
20.
Beautiful. You guys, it's close. It's nail biting for about 20 seconds as the cracks keep chasing you, and part of the back end of the tires almost, catch air from bits of falling debris. But you get it out of first gear, you get into second, and you start making headway, and you get into third, and you outpace the falling bridge. And with Johnny keeping the lead and being a good spot for you guys, you leave this area, picking up speed, once again running back into the night.
Oh, hell yeah.
You guys will get far enough away that, as the road twists and turns along the coastline, you can look back and eventually see the point where the highway stops. Alpha looks at you guys and go, if you pull over here so I can regroup with my company, and kind of looks over at you and go, JJ? As he turns and looks at you, Nick?
Yeah, do I recognize him?
Okay. Considering he's in full environmental, unless you've ever seen Alpha in his suit, you wouldn't know who it is. Okay, he kind of looks at you and go, Brighton said you might be out here. Kind of, motions his fist towards you.
Who are you, choombas?
Okay. Gives you a fist bump and go, glad we could actually help out and catch you guys in time. Fucking ditched my goddamn bike to try to get those sons of bitches. Oh well. We managed to keep the tanker safe.
You working with Brighton?
Okay. Oh yeah. I've known that shoe since a while. Alpha says. Helped me got to the point where I am. That old man he's a bastard sometimes, but his heart's in the right fucking place. His brain isn't, but his heart is. Kind of says with a chuckle.
I can't believe we got out of that.
I can.
I brush some of the dirt off of his shoulders, and I ask, so what can we do for you? You want to reconnect with your people? You say?
Yeah, pull over. I'm still within radio contact of a Death Head. I can regroup with them. We're gonna have to head back to Night City for retrofit though. So, hey, looks like I get to spend the weekend in Night City. That'll be nice. Get Joy Toy a beer and whatever classifies as a meat substitute there, and see if I can make some extra money.
Try the tofurkey. It's actually not half bad.
I think Jay lets it.
Vertex comes on over the comms and says, I've got your meat substitute right here.
What was that, Staffy?
So JJ, all right, but can you kind of bring me up to speed here? What the fuck's going on? He asks.
Cool, just get them to pull over.
June, I would use either my internal agent or our radio communications to Sarah to ask them to pull over.
At this point, looking in the rearview mirror, if you guys are far enough away from Desolation, given the order, you guys can easily pull over to safe spot, not needing to make the checks anymore. Alpha kind of
Fuck that
hop.
noise.
We're not pulling over for anything. You're gonna have to make a run and jump. I want Alpha to jump off as we're driving.
Can I try and pull up alongside the truck to like let him get on, and I'll go fucking take him?
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
As
If
we're
you guys
moving.
want to do, you guys want to do, an Italian Passover, that's absolutely fine.
Is that what that's called?
Well, it's an Italian drop off when you toss them out of the back of a moving vehicle. So.
Well, I'm still trying to get the story out of him, though. I think.
Yeah.
If that's true, that girl in Amsterdam fucking lied to me. But I'll fucking roll with whatever you say, Raven.
Okay. He looks over you, as you accept this, and Johnny's come along the side, looks at you, and goes, well, me, Brighton, and Deathhead were, heard about attacks in this area. Knew actually people were going back and forth, some caravans, some refugees, innocent people trying to, get into the area. So take it upon ourselves, and Brighton still likes to help out the barons for some fucking reason. I don't know why, but we decided to actually see what we could do about it. Now, Deathhead actually used to be part of the U.S. military, but he went solo for all the right reasons. And Brighton's fourth corp war, so he doesn't really care about the rules of anything after seeing warfare. What he likes to say. We came down here. We tried to set up some barricades and some ambush spots for them. Even put some trace mines out in the area, and even using some, strike-style drones to actually survey and try to get a ping on them. It's only, it was actually only a matter of fluke luck that we caught what was going on and managed to actually get there in time. With my bike ditched and ordnance spent, we're going to have to get refit in Night City before we can come back out and go back to trying to actually take care of them, because if I've seen their corporate docket, and at this point, Johnny's bike's starting to get closer. It's like I've seen the corporate docket of the third of the third. Mountain, Thunder, Big Dave, and Master Blaster are the type of people that would enjoy picking a fight with Max Tech, and would probably easily get the numbers on their kill counter for it.
I'm starting to write this down on my internal agent. I think JJ keeps 2 agents. His internal agent, which is personal, and then he's got a professional agent, for his job. And I think that JJ's writing this down on his internal agent, and he wants to run a kind of a check to see check on these third of a third members to see if they have any bounties out in Night City or anything else that we could possibly collect on, or information we could find out about them.
Do you have the actual NCPD database chip on your agent? Because if you don't, you do not have.
I'll tell you, I never specified that in my character sheet.
Then you don't.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm sorry. Then you don't have it.
Yeah.
Currently, you do not have network connection with Night City database. You cannot perform that check. You could query that check to be conformed once you have network connection again.
Okay.
Okay, and that will start running once you actually have WorldSat connection. Because you guys are close enough, though, you guys can kind of think of it, because of Sarah, you guys have a local network. Alpha sends you over his contact stuff, and lets you know we'll be in Night City this weekend if you want to meet up and chat about it anymore. I'm going to go catch up with Brighton and see what constitutes, how the Joy Toys are holding up these days. At that point, he will hop on over to Johnny's bike. The shocks take quite the thud from him in the Metal Gear modified linear frame. He's like, yeah, just pull over there, please. Kind of gives you a salute and go, good luck, Chooms. And kind of gives you a pat on the shoulder, Johnny.
Yeah, I'll take him where he needs to go.
As a note, you have the contact information of Alpha. You may add him to your backup list.
Okay.
If he's,
I'm a little bit worried. Is Johnny going to be taking him to is Johnny going to get too far behind us, or is he going to be able to easily catch up on his motorbike, kind of thing?
Do you slow down enough to the point that he can just hop off on the side of the road here, like he asked Johnny? assuming that no, Johnny won't. Johnny's on the bike. The bike has a better acceleration than the vehicle. He can easily catch back up.
That's kind of what I was assuming. Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll take him wherever you wants to go.
now, because you guys are out of combat, I'm not going to ask for any checks here. You guys can do this. You're not doing any of this stuff under duress. He hops you off, gives you that fist bump, and that pat. Like, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Good luck. Hope to see you around. Maybe one day I can look at you and go call you Councilman Fox. He says with a smile.
I pull out, take one of my rings and just flip the top off. Do you want a bump for the road?
Fuck yeah! Pulls off his actual. There's a click at the sides, and the front faceplate kicks off, and he pulls off the entire helmet. He's short-haired, probably early 20s. Definitely looks. I mean, he's got the military body, obviously tattoos, clean-shaven, but there's that. The thicker grisliness that comes from a person who is obviously muscled out. He himself does not have an implanted frame, but to utilize the suit he's wearing, he needs 3 grafted muscle and bone laces. He happily takes a bump from you.
I just flip the ring close, like fucking A. It's been a pleasure, darling. I'll catch you around. Remember, vote Fox. Fucking kick it into the dirt, headed back towards the truck. I'm just going to take a flashbang and just fucking lob it up into the air. Just like a firework.
And as soon as Lucia sees that he has been like driving around, assumes that he's going to do something to show off and just has been recording this whole thing. Because of course she is. And because of course he is.
I see the flashbang go off in the side view mirrors, and I'm like, Vertex, that Johnny's sure wasting a lot of our ordnance.
Let him have fun. Vertex is leaning against the door, half asleep, taking a breather. Just.
By the way, Vertex, I'd take that crotch taffy now.
All right. Well, you might have to go digging. Kind of shifted when the truck stalled.
I'm driving, Vertex. Just get it for me.
I have less flashback.
Can you unwrap it too?
I'll.
And she's not actually driving because Sarah's doing it, but she is playing with a Rubik's Cube and fumbling it around.
So yeah, Vertex will go fishing and pull out a nice blue one, unwrap it and go say ah.
And I pop open my mouth and kind of look to the side as I'm doing my Rubik's Cube.
Vertex will just kind of very gingerly take it in their cyber hand and put it in and close the jaw. There you go.
You hear Johnny come over the comms and just be like, "Are we allowed to fucking stream shit that's this sexual?" Fucking hell, you two.
JJ, at this point, since Johnny's got
to turn the comms off.
JJ, I imagine at this point you can either hop in the back of the cab or stay up top with Lucia. You probably get to wherever you want easily on top of the cab, on top of the vehicle as you guys make the last, hour-long journey to your destination. You guys, if you guys want to chit-chat about anything, discuss anything, the rest of the scene is absolutely all 100% yours. If not, then I will get on to you guys getting to the Sky Mesa.
Yeah, we drive off into the night. That's how I see it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Anything to make that tagline. Okay. At this point, for anyone listening at home, okay, that might be sensitive to a graphic nature, the following scene I'm about to describe, it contains themes of extreme horror. If it's not into your cup of tea, maybe just check back in 2 or 3 minutes. It'll be 100% fine. The long story short, Sky Mesa is under attack. As you guys approach the last actual hill, before you actually see the encampment of Sky Mesa, what was once a kind of travel star gas station / hotel has been turned into a actual nomad encampment. The lights around it help to actually get a clear see of what's going on, as there's almost bonfires around the encampment. To that point in time, with the help of Sarah, you guys can get a clear see what's going on. Perception checks.
All right.
I want to point out, because this might be important, that Johnny is fucking blasting music this entire time with his amplifier. So he has to be able to hear it himself over the fucking noise of the, of the bike. So it's fucking loud.
Oh my god, Johnny.
It's
Always
enough
blowing up our
for
spot.
I'm being honest.
Okay.
Oh shit. Am I wrong? 18. All right.
Okay. What look to be bonfires are actually appear to be burning remnants of what was once family homes, RV containers, and mobile buses. You can see no less than 7 of them around the actual Sky Mesa main encampment that appear to be completely on fire. It looks to be people, the attackers, are running around on foot, chasing after people, and are indiscriminately shooting at anyone that gets out their way. No matter the age, no matter the creed. They seem to be methodically. Lucia, you picked this up instantaneously, so do you, JJ. They are methodically searching for someone. At a few times, you even see them pull out monoblades and start to make hacking motions at the dead remnants underneath them.
Oh.
They are methodically looking and attacking anyone that gets in the way. And you even watch as they actually set fire to another RV and laugh as the people try to get out are just open upon indiscriminately with mercy. The people attacking it. What, man?
Sorry, that kid is here, right? Supposedly?
That's what we're
Yes, 100% correct.
That's
Good.
not good.
That is an excellent point. I'm happy you remembered that. Bonus point to you. Seriously. Now, as the vehicle gets closer, as the rampaging music getting louder and louder, it is clear one thing that you can see, that most of this attacking group appear to be on motorcycles, and most of the actual chrome snakes appear to be behind their actual larger fortified walls. It's kind of hard to make out the entire scene of combat, but it's clear that whatever's going on, Sky Mesa's losing. This is the other half of the negative plot twist. Thank you guys for your contribution to the story. At this point, I need to know, are you guys going to get involved?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think we have to, because we can't let this kid die.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Coming
I
in.
mean, I'm kind of
innocent
away from you
civilians,
guys,
whatever.
but Johnny is gunning the bike towards whoever he can see.
Now,
We have the gun is now facing this direction, right? The big turret.
Yep. 100% is, yes.
All right, fuck yeah. So, wait, have we noticed this yet? Like, I know some people did, but
No.
everybody?
When people roll the perception checks, if there's something special, I will let them know. But you all notice that, yes, there's only everyone who got Johnny, Vertex, everyone but you notices the methodical nature of the attack. You notice the carnal nature of the attack.
Sarah, get ready for a fight.
And due to lines and veils,
I have her warm up the cannon or whatever.
Okay. And due to lines and veils, I want you guys all to be aware, it's infinitely worse than what I described.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yes, JJ, what are you doing?
Yeah, there's hella dead people on our map.
I think JJ would be right away either trying to identify leadership.
Okay. That's really hard to tell, as you cannot see any type of markings or anything that determines what's going on. Before you guys get too involved with the map, you guys coming in, blaring the music, you guys will get a round or two of shots off, but you guys coming in is the turning point in this battle. So I'm not going to make you guys get into another bit of long-winded combat. We've done already all that today. If you want to get some shots off or anything else, cinematically by the story, Johnny comes in immediately going for the first group. Okay, Sarah comes in taking a wide arc around the place, just unloading with the big gun, and it's not even 6 seconds, 2 rounds of you guys firing that a group pops a flare and a green flare goes into the air. The other side of the attack site, a blue flare hits the air, then a red flare, and the attacking force starts to retreat.
Yeah, I'm spending this whole time filming Johnny make a heroic ride in defense.
For the record, I have
'Cause I can't do
3
that.
incendiaries and 2 armor-piercing grenades, and I'm planning on using all of them.
Okay. There are, yes, Nan, as you guys are, there's a lot of dead on the ground, some of them clearly due to the beheadings. There's a lot of people on the ground wounded, critically injured, messed up. At this point, even as everything starts to turn, you could still make out like some people just crying or in complete shock and awe of the carnage going around. You start lobbing frag grenades, blowing up people that have this, and the marking on this attacking force, they're in mainly armor jack. It looks a little damaged, but they have light armor jack, all with almost like a werewolf style light insignia on the back, and there's almost like animalistic fur, and in some people's cases it's pretenda fur, like somebody took shag carpet and tried to think it looked really cool as fur on them. But you managed to catch one of the logos as you guys are going along too, due to your perception checks, and that is they are called the Furries, like Fury, but it's actually spelled furries, like furries.
Huh.
Okay.
Love that.
Yes. Smoke from the burning, the burning RVs and the toxic fumes they're putting out is making a thick black sky, a black cloud of smog almost hang over the battlefield in places. It makes, Lucia, any shots you're trying to pull off infinitely harder due to the nature of everything going on.
Or
You-
infinitely cooler.
Water.
Yeah, or cooler. It all depends. Okay. Like I said, I'm not going to get too much into this bit of combat here because you guys immediately hitting the battlefield, throwing a couple grenades, opening fire will easily put down probably 10 of the attacking Furies. And at that point, due to their flare communication, they start fleeing and running to bikes. The closest bike they can get to, people hop on, don't even wait for their buddies and take off. Most of these are dirt bikes, a couple street bikes that don't look like in great condition, and some dirt bikes with the side saddle, the little, the three wheel, the little side compartment. Okay. But they hit and start going, and at this point, you guys can continue attacking them, trying to put Furies down. You might try to find people to take prisoner. You might just immediately start helping with medical aid.
Yeah, Vertex,
Vert's got that medical aid down pat. So they're not even going to wait for the truck to fully stop. They're going to just kind of step out and hop down.
I'm going to need athletics to basically roll with it. It's sand, though, so I mean, it's not going to hurt too bad, assuming you don't hit anything hard.
It's just about how cool you look doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, you'll take a tumble and get sand in some very, very uncomfortable places.
That's fine. I'll take a shower later.
Yeah. You will not seriously hurt anything, but you give yourself some temp damage just from the the force of it.
All right.
And yeah, you immediately start running in. Yeah, it's bad. There's a list of people who require medical attention. I assure you that. But
right.
yeah.
First step.
But
First step is triage.
correct. Hold on though. I've made you guys go through like 4 or 5 hours of combat. I didn't want to give you guys a combat back to back. You guys are the deciding force on this battle. This causes the retreat. But in the purpose of the semantic scene, I would like to know what each of you are doing. I know Vertex hopping out is going to immediately start medical aid. If you can give me kind of that quick, what are you doing during this time? Or what part of the problem are you attacking? This way I can continue the scene.
I think I'm going to help triage people with Vertex.
Okay.
Just kind of saying, this one needs help, this one's too far gone,
Okay.
And this is pretty disturbing. I think I don't know, I think that Nan is kind of just in a trance, is kind of in a just south of a panic attack, but is just doing it because she has to, like there's no other option in this moment. But
Yeah.
like just seeing all the dead around her, all the people wounded and hurting, and like
it could break a person. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys will stop Sarah close to the front gate, hop out, and immediately start working through the crowd. Lucia, what are you doing?
Lucia is going to help with the triage as well. She's not necessarily super great at. She's actually very good at first aid. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Okay, Johnny.
So she's going to hop down and help Vertex.
Okay, Johnny.
Johnny's ridden in and chucked a couple of grenades, and as everyone starts pulling away, we'll try and run the bike literally into one of them as they're trying to get away, just smashing into them, and just pulls out both of his pistols and just starts just pure anger walking towards them as they're driving off, just taking as many shots as he can until he's out of ammo.
Okay, please deduct two rounds worth of it. Your clip's worth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, as long as with the grenades. However, people on the battlefield will very much take note of your aggressive attack on their attackers. Give me a personal grooming, wardrobe and style. Sorry, at the moment, just to see how impactful you look as you came in here like a fucking bat out of hell.
Oh, no.
If
Ashton just lose power.
I hope
Even-
not. I hope it's just very I hope it's a temporary blip in the path.
Yeah.
Not completely out.
Even when he's out of ammo, he pockets that, and if there's any guns around, he'll just grab them and just empty those as well. I gotta find it, so I'm not used to the sheet.
No, it's absolutely fine. It should be under your social. Everyone in stream, I am aware that we are all completely out of place and camera is messed up. I am going to give Lucia at least 5 minutes due to the fact of where they are, and it could just be a power blip. They might be right back, but if not, I will get everything squared away. So please bear with us for the moment.
I'm gonna nick +2 just so I can pop it over 20 if I can.
Take it.
So 21 on wardrobe style.
Okay, you are, like a warrior badass that just came out of nowhere. The savior on a bike. JJ.
There are 4 things JJ would like to do in order of priority. I might not be able to get to all of them right away, but he would like to use his Lawman roll ability to call for Alpha and Brighton as backup to help with the situation. I know they're mainly combat, but I think he would inform them of the situation of needing like medical help and all the help that's needed here. Following that, he would like to quickly try to help. Sounds like Johnny Fox here is being at least somewhat successful in getting one of these guys under control. I would like to put my handcuffs on one of these fleeing people or try to detain somebody. And
I like to think it's the one that he's like hit with the bike. He's just ran into someone that's just fucking on the floor under the bike, and you just come along and like handcuff them.
Sure, sounds about right to me. I would like to have somebody to turn over and have for questioning and interrogation. So I would like to try to detain somebody. I would like to find the leadership of the Casa Mesa, and then try to get Trauma Team out here if we have communication to Trauma Team.
Okay.
Pretty far.
Covering in order of things. You cannot use your backup in this situation due to the fact communication range. Even if you could communicate with them, they are 1 to 6 hours away as Brighton is still in Night City. They're not coming to help. Option 2, you can definitely, because there are a few members of the furries that are being left behind. Something about a person blaring music on a motorcycle, lobbing grenades, and a gun that just turns people into Swiss cheese. It wasn't really something they wanted to play with. Some of the people just got left behind, and they're running around frantically, either trying to run away on foot or trying to look around for something to utilize to leverage their escape. A lot of the Chrome Snakes, utilizing you guys as the invigorated push, are gunning some of these people down, but there are injured members of the Furies on the battlefield as well. You can probably easily capture 1 to 3 of them during this time. Because it's
I have
still
2 handcuffs. I have
okay.
2 handcuffs on. I'm sure we have like I know we have like rope and stuff too, or duct tape. Like I'm sure we have duct tape amongst us, whatever. But I have duct tape too, actually. Yeah, I mean, we'll grab
I have
2
duct tape,
or
I have
3.
rope.
Yeah, we'll grab 2 or 3 or whatever we can. And then let's find leadership and see if we can get see if they've already called for trauma team, or see if we can get trauma team or somebody out here.
The WorldSat and there is a WorldSat, aerial sat balloon here. Power is currently down from the attack, but this is all, like I said, still in that first like 1 minute of the retreat. I'm just trying to get an idea of what direction people are starting to go. It's at that point in time that through the smoke on the far side of the embankment, part of the smoke clears. You guys will all catch in the process of retreating.
Oh yeah.
As they detect Hercules, actually, ascends from the away from the assault and beginning to take off away. I just shared that with everyone in case you aren't familiar with it. There's a picture of it. JJ, you know for a fact that these things haven't been on the market that long. Okay, 6-7 months ago. No. Yeah, these haven't been on the market that long. 6-7 months ago, Zetatech first brought these out onto the streets. So, but yeah, part of that descends and everything else, and at that point, it's just the screams and yells going on. A lot of things happen rapidly and causes this time to progress. You guys going through, checking people, and start making a list. Okay, you're just injured, but you're not critically injured. You're fine. We can bandage you up. You're critically injured. You have a broken arm. You have a missing eye. You have clawed marks here, and you guys start sorting through the battlefield. Of the 80 bodies on the battlefield out here, there is a kind of a 2-to-1 ratio of injured members of the Chrome Snakes to injured members of the Furies. Most of the Furies people on the battlefield are dead. A few of the people that were injured or actually damaged, whatever, something happened to them that caused them to basically, for the equivalent, lack of a term, bleed out. But you guys managed to find 7 total through the course of this time frame Furies to actually imprison. 4 of them are seriously injured, and without proper medical treatment will die in the next hour. Now, that's not probably what you guys care about at the moment. You're more interested in the Sky Mesa people.
Worth noting?
Yes?
Vertex is treating everyone that they can get their hands on, including the injured Furies. They are completely humorless at this time. Their smile is gone. Their usual kind of goofy persona is out the window. They're in full, life-saving doctor mode. They're not here to fuck around. They fully understand that time is over, and there's bigger fish to fry at the moment.
Okay.
They're just kind of they're doing what needs to be done.
Okay, at this point,
they're doing it to everybody.
Okay.
You just sent us a very disturbing message on Discord. Raven.
Yes. So in the running night chat, I just said basically current damage report on the battlefield. Okay. There's actually, of the actual Chrome Snakes, they have 18 actual dead. 40 seriously wounded, 24 critically injured, 31 are actually wounded, but it's not serious. The 17 kids that were actually hiding in the bunker are safe. 2 of the kids are missing.
Oh, there's a lot to be done here.
Okay.
I don't know what to do, Vertex. I'm in over my head.
Leave it to me. This is my job.
There's too many for just you.
That
So-
I can help.
Within the 15 minutes of you guys assaulting, really taking some of that anger and everything else out on the Furies, them retreating, you guys actually capturing some people, kind of putting an end to the stuff on the battlefield and starting to bring in the injured members. It is clear that the people here, the fix that real quick.
A lot of bad words to say.
It is clear that the actual Chrome Snakes are actually quite grateful and can actually acknowledge your guys' contributions. They have to actually move the large barricaded bus out of the way to help bring people in and out, but they don't take a question. They don't look at you guys twice in terms of what are you doing and why are you here. They see the tanker. They see you helping out. They see the very heated nature of some of you guys. And people start stepping in right next to you. Here, let us help. Hey, start moving these people. Hey, we've got an emergency tent here. Start bringing everyone in the compound. And they start inviting you all into the compound to help with, the refugees and movement. Some of the people look quite annoyed at you trying to take care of, even looking over the Fury members, but they're not questioning any of your guys' hospitality, generosity, or basically any of the work that you guys are doing at the moment.
Yeah.
In terms of those playing and helping on the medical side, the list I sent you is to give you kind of guys a rough idea of how messed up people are. If you want to help on the medical side, you're going to be doing that a while. I have people to introduce. That is a huge problem here. There's the actual doctor there. Let me pull up the NPC notes. They put, starting to bring people into the compound, and there's actually a GP medium tent on one of the far sides has been turned into a makeshift triage tent. Inside there is.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Douglas McConnelly. He's an Australian. Okay, I'm not good with an Australian accent. Don't ask something from you guys that's going to sound terrible. But he's an Australian doctor in mid-30s.
Very nice. You
Okay.
guys. How was that, you guys?
It was better than what I could do. I promise you that. But very curly hair, very serious demeanor. They, not necessarily heavy set, but a little overweight. They've got cyber goggles on. They got a med scanner, and they are just moving through people very much like a detached ER doctor. If do you need assistance right now? No, great, then get over there. Critically injured, bring them here. Cool, let's reset the broken bones. Patched eye, we've got to find a replacement. Hey, find me a body on the battlefield that's got this. Seems to just immediately start barking off orders. Bring him good, fresh cadavers off the field. He'll pull parts if he needs to.
Honestly, as any good doctor in Night City should.
And once you pretty much see is, Vertec come in, and they're assisting to a little bit. He immediately welcomes you guys into the fray. There's a lot of interesting things here. Probably one of the patients is probably the most unruly in here at the moment. It looks like a young 19-year-old girl. She is missing both of her legs. She's clearly a techie due to her one cyber eye that's kind of fashioned up, her actual cyber tech arm that she has with an actual tech scanner built in, and she is just passionately angry. Like, get me doped up and get me in my fucking shop. Tara, I don't got the time to waste drugs on you. Okay, you're not in a serious situation. It just fucking hurts. Get over it. Okay, it's like if I don't get the power grid back up, we're in a worse spot. Let me work. Waves his hand off and goes back to helping other people. And there's two other people worth noting here. One's a larger linear frame woman. She doesn't look critically injured. She looked like she got fucked up. She's not. Like, she's holding herself. She seems to be more concerned about the person next to him, who is probably the most beautiful netrunner you've seen in probably a hot minute. Her tech hair, her body, all of it just without missing a beat. Vertec, Nan, you can take one look at her. She is tailor made. That's a cyber body. Wait, she's got blue blood. That is a fucking cyber body. She's in a full conversion Gemini 4000.
Oh.
Okay, they only made 2,000 of these last year, and the last shipment of 20 was stolen by edgerunners on the street, causing a massive problem, and several people wound up dead because the corpo wanted their shit back. One body escaped, and she's wearing it. Okay, I gave Lucille long enough. Please, guys, give me just a minute. I'm going to try to fix the cameras for people. For you guys, talk amongst yourselves.
Now offline on Discord too, and
is she?
Yeah, it looks like she's now offline on Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, possible that maybe she can join from her cell phone if she still has contact there. If she might have lost internet to her home, but
Yeah, she might be having to deal with the lost power too.
So, but yeah, hopefully she'll be able to join us again at some point.
Vertex goes, not power grid, techie, help her out.
All right. Thank you. You sure you're okay here?
I'm fine.
Right. And Nan will go over to this woman who has both legs cut off.
Yep, they were literally. It looks like they were shot off actually by a shotgun.
But she's not like bleeding out or anything.
It's been bandaged. No, she is like. She just wants something for the pain so she can actually walk around on her stumps.
Yeah.
And the doc refuses to do it.
Before I go, do you got any meds for the pain?
Vertex has a dose of speed heal that they can spare.
Well, I don't know if I can administer that.
Yeah, better if I do it.
As a note in my world, because we're at that point, yes, you can administer a speed heal. I don't care.
Perfect.
The reason why you want Vertex to administer speed heals because any drug they administer works 50% better. That is the bonus of a med tech. I'm not going to penalize you guys because you don't know how to take the hypo and go. Because no, my world, my rules.
Vertex. Well, then I'll just take it for her. She just needs the edge off. That doesn't matter. She's not dying right now. So
yeah, take the hypo. I've got things that I need to prioritize right now.
Yeah, so I'll take it, jam it into her. What's your name?
Tara Reed. She's like, that feels a little bit better. How strong does Nan look?
Like body score?
Yeah.
She's actually kind of built, like pretty built. She has a 7 body.
She looks you up and down for a second and go, "Get me to my shop," and literally like motions her hands up to you.
And I kind of just like pick her up over my shoulder. I'm like squat, but I'm strong.
Yeah. No, she'll literally like climb, half torso climb on your back, like an adult piggyback ride, and you guys head towards the shop. Yeah. It looks like as you guys are walking around the compound, they blew out part of the back wall and made an assault. You can see the landing area from where the AV was. That was actually part of the assault force. You can see where the aerostat balloon has been damaged, solar panels and the generators are damaged. A lot of fragged wire. Some of the panels have been shot.
All right, so I'm just gonna like have her direct me, but also just jump right in and get to work, start fixing shit using my tool hand. And I have a bunch of cyberware that is specifically made for working on projects. So I'm just gonna be utilizing all of that. Do you want to roll or something?
Just as an idea of how much you guys get done in the X amount of time, yes, please make rolls, guys. I don't, in like Vertex case, if Vertex wants to make 30 rolls due to all the patients, that's fine. I'm just making you guys.
Would this be a basic tech?
Yes, this is all basic tech at the moment.
I'm gonna do just one kind of overarching surgery roll, and I'm gonna dump all of my luck into that.
Okay, smart. Smart.
I also want to take
a plus two.
Yeah. So this will be kind of my surgery for everybody.
Oh man!
Well, you have the bedside manner of the Grim Reaper.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Vertex is very grave right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Worth noting, that is still a +9, so
It's not terrible.
it's
Yeah,
not.
it's still an
I mean,
8.
it's still pretty terrible. It's
Yeah.
less than 10.
Okay,
It's just not your best.
you're
It
not
is not my
going
best
to
day.
fix anyone yourself, but the less seriously injured people that are bitching about one thing or another, you can easily get bandaged up.
Yeah.
The first person you try to help fix, you actually make the situation a whole lot worse. Luckily, they don't die.
Okay. Good.
But,
I didn't have that severe of an artery.
At point, the Aussie pretty much something about, you Sheila, get the hell out of my shop and go find something else better to do with your fucking time, might come out of their mouth at that point. But he managed to, hold back some more choice words, and you help out with the less seriously injured. Helping him does give him bonuses and stuff too. If you basically take on a doctor's assistant, nurse style role, can actually help him along with that process too. But you guys are going to be busy for quite a few hours.
Okay, I'll definitely take a more assistant role when I'm between the less severely wounded. And if anybody tries to bitch at me, I will say, I know every single possible way to kill you.
Right. The only thing you will make out of
I
interesting
make
note.
people feel better.
The only thing of interesting note you'll probably make out through the course of this Vertex, and I'll get back to you a little bit because of everyone else's scenes.
Yep.
Pearl and Jewel, the linear frame and the hottest netrunner you've ever seen, are not talking in a language common to this world. They're actually speaking High Euro, a dialect that's very common actually on the Zeta Tech quality orbital platform.
Okay.
The newer one that was made in the 2037. It has a huge bad history about it. But I'll just leave you on that thought point here real quick. Man, please give me one basic tech roll just to kind of see how well you're working through the problems.
Yeah. I'll take a +2. 25.
Excellent. Yes, you easily start going to work with the power grid with absolute ease, getting things fixed up, bypassed even workarounds. Even the world sat board kind of, its actual control board kind of got fucked up, but in the course of an hour, you can actually get a good workaround set up that at least actually brings quote unquote and communication back actually at that point too. At this point, your agents start getting updates based off things going on in Night City at the moment, between riots going on due to Ultimate Sparkle's concert. Actually, Max Tech is responding in numerous places. The leader of the Jackson 5000 booster opposer movement is actually targeted, saying since it is now Thursday the 24th and the final Thursday of the month, they will announce at noon today which district they will have their 5000 Jackson walk in, which is completely legal under old mayor laws in Night City due to their art and promotion projects.
Yeah.
JJ can at this point, JJ and Johnny have managed to go through most of the battlefield, pulling in the difference between wounded and dead. And note that pretty much outside is pretty much squared away. JJ, you said you were looking for the missing kids, right? Asking around, the only 2 kids were missing were the ones from one of the families, the Johnnotts, the Johnnott family. They had that actually large bus over there. They refused to actually, have their kids come hide in the bunker. We don't want to think anything bad happened in there, but last we saw them, they were there with the the rest of their pack in that vehicle. Does JJ go and inspect the the burnt remains of the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you have by any chance have a tactile boost?
No, I don't.
Enhanced hearing?
I think I do.
Please double check.
That would be cyber audio, amplified hearing.
Okay.
And I have voice stress analyzer. Now that's more for conversation, but
I will give you a bonus though, because assuming you actually can make the DV, you will definitely tell the stress in the voice.
okay. So am I rolling perception here?
Perception.
Oh.
Hey,
Okay.
what you want, pup? 18.
18, not bad.
Okay, it's actually over the 17, so that's all I need.
Hey,
You hear muffled sounds from actually part of a burnt part of the bus. It looks to be some kind of large fire break container that was built into the thing. Rummage around and hitting the side, you manage to actually break it, and it looks like the parents of these two kids actually built in a fire bunker in their vehicle for the kids. You'll find both the kids in there, huddled and crying. They're lucid due to the fact of the portable gas tank they are using. Actually has air in it, but also has a little bit of other things in it to keep them docile and less scared of what's going on. But they are crying.
I will help move them back to where all the other children are, who I assume are kind of their friends or at least comfort points, while making sure that they do not see, especially the burning remains of their parents or their family, but also try. That would be the priority, but also just the burning remains of their vehicle or their home.
Correct.
As well.
Trying to shield them from as much as possible.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got a 12 body, like I've got the a linear frame and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've got some bulk to put between those kids and what they could see.
Absolutely.
So,
but this does take, between going through the bodies, looking around, and everything else, it's still taking a lot of time. I don't want you guys to think you're in a combat situation. Johnny, you've taken a sheer amount of your violence around as many of the living people as you could find of the Furies. What are you doing after that at this point? As people are doing basically clean up, mop up, and triage.
He's quieted his music for the first time. And he's trying to find Julia. Sad as to if we know where he is, but yeah, trying to find the son.
Okay.
Oh, Luco?
Some of the people actually ask you, like, what do you want Luco for? And they look real off-put by you even asking that question.
His name was Julius, right? Julius Luco?
Yeah, Julius Luco is his middle name, and it's kind of his runner tag is Luco.
Oh, gotcha. And people are asking me what? Sorry, can you just repeat that?
They're asking the second you start asking about Julius, like people almost seem off-put, thrown back, and very defensive. Even though with everything you guys are doing, they still like, why are you looking for them?
Whoa! Fucking come on, darling. Like we're rolling here. Give you a hand. I'm doing my fucking best. High tense situation. I get that, all right? But let's just simmer it down. Take a second. There's nothing fucking nefarious going on here. I just want to fucking help. Luco's an old friend. Fucking show me the way, yeah?
Perception. No, sorry, persuasion. Excuse me. Dirt.
I haven't looked at my character sheet for fucking ages, but I'm hoping I'm alright. Could be better. Alright. I've got 3, 2. I got 2 points of luck left, so I'm gonna throw it in there.
Okay.
So
all right.
22.
All right. Well, I'm not sure if you survived the attack, but as soon as we finish getting everything looked around, I'll help you find him. Okay, and he looks like one of the better off solos, not quite like, probably a solo that can hold his own, but definitely not as big as some of the people you saw around the compound. But this person identifies himself as Chris, and Chris says, I'll help you find him, assuming he's still alive.
What's with the animosity, Chris?
Okay. Well, these fucking Furies showed up, screaming bloody murder about the same fucking person, and then started attacking and beheading people for him, and enjoying it. And then we get some other people randomly show up, asking the same fucking question. Okay, it's been a night. He kind of says.
Context here is fucking key, though, isn't it? You said that those bastards are looking for my mate Luco, though. Tell me more about that.
Okay, I don't know.
They're just screaming his name.
Screaming his fucking name. And some of the ones you guys got prisoner at this point are laughing about it.
All right, I'll head over to one of the prisoners.
See how they laugh
I
a
mean-
bullet in the thigh.
All right, you just try and keep people alive. I'll head over.
Okay.
I've taken drugs. I assume, are these guys on drugs? Like, can I tell?
One guy, one of the more injured people, and it might be because of his injuries. Streetwise.
17.
Okay. Yeah, these guys are all on something. If you were to guess, based off their red bugged out eyes and pretty much hyperactive personality, you would guess they were on red lace. And at this point, just for the purpose of the scene, this is all happening inside the compound. JJ, you've managed to get the kids back to safety. You're in the compound at Rel, basically looking for your next thing to help with. The techs are in the compound. Lucia has taken pictures and talking with people and trying to be a genuine help based off the mood of people. So the conversation, which becomes quite loud with these guys, could easily be picked up by everyone else. Is what I'm saying. Okay.
All right.
Right. Hey, I think I gotta go, unfortunately.
Okay.
My back is hurting a lot, and
It has
yeah.
been that time. Thank you. Go ahead, please sign off for everyone.
Yeah, I feel like what Nan would be doing is just like helping rebuild, fix up parts of the wall, like just get, doing the things that she's best at, and and to take her mind off of the horrors that she just witnessed. So yeah, and otherwise I'll just tag along with the group with whatever they need to do. I want to say thank you to everybody. This has been a super fun session, really fun chat. Thank you. Peace out, everybody. It's been great. Thank you, Raven.
Thank you very much. I will keep you updated on what happens.
Ciao. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully this video doesn't get lost and I can catch up.
Don't worry, I got good notes on this one.
All right. Thanks, guys. Much love.
No problem.
All right, see ya.
Now to let you guys know, okay, we'll keep going as long as you guys want. I have a couple more hours to do. My family is going to be home shortly, so I hope to get them squared away. But we have any more issues, that was the point I'll have to call it today, even though I wanted to go extra time due to Arasaka Day. However, please start your interrogation.
All right. How many of them are here, roughly?
7.
We got a few people, right?
Yes.
All right. All right. So, look, I've just got some simple fucking questions for all of you. So, which one of you wants to talk to me?
Okay. 3 of them look at you and basically spit, and kind of spit at you with that, go fuck yourself, Choom. Let us out of here, or Zap's gonna fucking get you. You said you're gonna shoot one of them in the head?
He doesn't finish that sentence. Yeah.
Okay. They're handcuffed for the purpose of the scene and everything else. You can easily put a bullet right through his fucking head. He will try to dodge, but you will literally have to forcefully put it against him and pull that trigger. Yeah.
I just sit down on the ground opposite them. Okay. Cool. We can do that. Does anybody want to talk to me?
At this point, for the rest of you guys in the encampment, you hear the gunshot go off. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think JJ would be probably starting to interject himself and ask one of the other ones there if he's ever heard of good cop, bad cop, and if he wants to talk to the good cop.
See, we play a version called Good Cop, Blow Your Head Off Cop.
We play good cop, unhinged rocker boy. That's
Yeah.
Okay. One of the guys sweating the most. Okay. And JJ, due to your lawman background, you can easily tell this. I'm not going to waste your time with a roll.
Yep.
He is starting to have withdrawals. Whatever. And if you want to know, if you actually want to know what red lace does, I need a criminology or streetwise. But it is a very rare drug.
Can I roll this too?
Absolutely.
Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. Ignore that. Same. Same. Anyway.
Streetwise 16. Okay.
Well, I'll go criminology. Nah, I don't do very well on that. I should have
You-
used +2.
You haven't heard of it that much. Okay. It is definitely some kind of what bits and pieces you have heard. It's a tailored thing. It's like somebody wanted to take Berserk and Black Lace, and this is the ugly baby that came from it. It's bad. Okay. The biggest thing about it is the people on Red Lace we most likely know is their eyes almost become bloodshot, literally dehydrated red, because the person will not want to blink. It heightens pretty much all sight-based checks. Anything requires that person to see something, it makes them twitchy, responds faster. The downside of it, it's almost like a person has been hit with a horse tranquilizer. They become slow, drooling, almost drunk when they're not on it, when they're not, and obviously one of the injured people here, he's clearly on the edge of going full slug from withdrawals.
Fox is like sat on the ground in front of them, like just leaning up against something. And as JJ is talking, he's just gonna start like he pulls out a bit of Coke and just places it in front of him. Pulls out a can of Smash, just puts it there, like cracks it open, and is just starts playing tunes nice and slow, but is readying himself for a little feast in front of these fucking drug addicts while JJ is chatting to him.
Looking over a bit more, JJ, at this point, your agent starts chiming because of things. It's clear you have data connection once again.
I'll message out those law. I will message out those Alpha and Brighton. I know that they are quite far away, but I mean they might still want to get involved and help out in this situation. I'm not sure. I will also use my internal agent to contact Vertex to see if he has any sedate specifically for this guy I'm about to interrogate. And then I will proceed with my interrogation, asking about basically who is in charge of this operation, who ordered it, what does he know about the operation, and
don't tell him shit. Okay, one of the okay guys looks like, don't tell him shit. You know what Zap says?
I shoot him in the leg.
Okay, the guy starts screaming in fucking pain, and the one guy's like, just give me a hit. I got a half a vial in my pocket. Just give me a hit, man. Give me a hit. I'll tell you.
Fox
can
takes out his
I draw
beautiful.
a quarter of a hit?
You only give him
Fox will take a tiny little, beautiful, like proper silver spoon, and puts a bit of synth coke on it and hands it to JJ to like give to the guy.
I think this guy wants his red lace from his pocket.
It's actually a spray you put in your eyes.
So it's not. I'm not going to be really able to give him a partial doses.
No. You could basically, instead of giving a full spray, do like a tiny micro drop in his eye. But yeah,
I'll give him a taste just to ease off the pressure and hopefully get him talking and offer him like the rest if he continues to be cooperative.
I mean, fuck it. I'll have the coke then.
Don't mind if I do. The guy gladly takes it.
TJ does also do coke, but is discreet about it when he does it. So.
Oh, okay.
Me too.
So he's been kind of doing coke the whole time, but he's been kind of sneaking it while you're doing it right out in the open. So.
Okay. The guy takes a hit and goes, thank you. And then he'll actually start talking a little bit. Vertec, back at the MedTech. Yeah, you can easily follow the conversation Jewel and Pearl are having. It appears that they aren't aware of the fact that you can actually speak that language.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to kind of listen in on their conversation, but I'm not gonna interject.
Okay. There's just eavesdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're surprised about the attack. Jules, Jules really pissed with herself due to the fact of she wanted She didn't do enough in combat, and too many people got hurt. I should not be this okay with this many people dead around me. Pearl kind of comments with that, like, you killed 10 of them. She's like, yeah, and that wasn't enough. Like, you saved how many people?
My own heart.
You're like, how many people did you save? She's like, I don't keep track of that. And that's why you need to stop beating yourself up. She's like, but look how damaged you got. It's like, it's a body, I can get it fixed. Like, it's not that easy to get parts. Like, what's fine? We still got it. We still got an egg, left over after the job we did in Singapore. Well, that's true. It's like money's not the issue. We'll find a tech. Okay. Go see if, and she kind of motions in the back room. Go see if Tim and Colin back there are actually done with, we're going to need boosts. People are not going to need sleep. Okay. I need to know if they're done with the foam injection for me so I can stop bleeding out blue blood everywhere. It's like, okay, are you sure you're going to be careful? I was like, I'm fine. No. Okay. Next to you, I don't think there's anyone else strong, as strong, here that can actually do shit with us. I'll keep an eye on the new person. So kind of goes okay and goes, but I mean, it's clear from her injury she's not moving due to the fact of biosynthetic blood is rare. It's one of those things you have to make. Losing a lot of it could be problems. It's not like she's really, really damaged. She just has enough torn skin in a way that it's going to cause her to lose too much. That's why she's up here on her side and kind of laying there holding herself in place.
Yeah. So Vertex is gonna kind of finish up with this patient and then roll over with some like bandages.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I really like bandages, closer to saran wrap. I feel.
Yeah.
Soaking up the blood would be kind of a bad thing. We want to keep it in the body, and they're just gonna start wrapping the body, and then very casually mention in Hierro, I know a great tech. I think she could help you out.
She turns, looks at you, her eyes immediately wide for a second, narrows. Station 4? Your accent, it's good. You were obviously born, up top, but I don't need to know why you left.
Where I'm from. Just know that I know someone who can help you, and if you make it worth our while, I can introduce you.
She kind of smiles to herself. You're not trying to threaten me, are you?
I mean, I would never. I took the Hippocratic suggestion just the same as everyone else. But
if you could show a person the right direction, I would definitely compensate you quite handsomely for your time. Especially if it's a person that could be trusted. However, you try any funny business, and she reaches to behind the table behind her and picks up a large assault weapon. And kind of like, I will end you and the building behind you.
Well, I trust this person with my life. And she's proven that. So, you can hold still so I can finish wrapping this damn injury so you don't, paint the couch blue.
Well, she'll put her gun down, she'll stop moving, and she'll thank you, and properly in Euro start talking to you, and let you know her name is Pearl.
All right. Hello, Pearl. I'm Vertex. And once I'm done tending to her, injuries, I will shoot Non a message via my agent as I choose to take a smoke break. And I'll just let her know, hey, I got a real doozy for you.
JJ, roll me a d6.
Four.
Okay. Well, the person you give a hit, stops freezing his eyes, fixed, and part of the sweats goes away. It's like, look, Zap and most of the gang did a road trip probably about 3 weeks ago up north to a place called Salt Lake. Okay. While that was there, Zap said he had some business to take care of and took off for a couple days. Okay. Came back. Apparently, we got this job. It says we're supposed to go kill, Julius Jones, aka Luco. I don't want much more to tell you there, Choom. One of the guys starts spitting at the guy you shot leg like, "Fuck you! Don't tell him that shit."
I shoot him.
Get him in the other leg.
No, straight in the head.
No, it sounds like he's dead.
Yeah. That guy goes dead. Okay. At this point, you've killed 2 of the people who are in good condition. 3 of the people who are in bad condition are only slowly getting worse. One appears to actually be unconscious at this point with a very slow, low, shallow breathing. The last person, who's actually in good health, has managed to kind of keep his mouth shut at this point, just watching. It's absolutely, and the guy looks at us like, "Look, man, that's all I can tell you. Okay, Zap would kill me if I told you more. All right."
Whoa. That's absolutely the wrong thing you want to say in this moment, Choom. Absolutely the wrong thing you were. That's.
He stops like, all right. Look. If you promise that, patch me up and let me live, I'll tell you everything I know. And the other guy starts just immediately trying to get up, like, "I'll fucking kill you, you turncoat piece of shit." It immediately gets up and starts.
You guys just not fucking learn. Like, I have another 6 rounds just fucking ready. Just fucking sit down, man. Just sit the fuck down.
I don't think they're able to learn.
He looks at you, looks at his buddy, gets up, and literally leaps on top of his buddy, handcuffs and all, to try to actually beat him up. Even with the -2s chat's giving me, like the one guy here totally wants to sing like it's opening night. The buddy is in good condition, wants no part of it.
I'm gonna, I don't know, 9 reflexes at the moment. I try and shoot him mid-air so that just the body just lands in his friend's lap just as he's going to attack him.
I will need that roll.
Fuck. All right. You just wanted straight reflexes?
No, you go ahead. Actually, make the attack. Go ahead, make the attack.
Shit, sorry, I'm awful with this character sheet. All right. It's a 24 to hit and a critical hit.
Jesus. Awesome. And the critical injury is... Do I need a token?
That's a Malorian, so that's a nice 5d6.
Broken ribs. Ow. Any other damage there? He collapses under the person's body, bleeding out from the chest wound, and he does not look well. That guy's on death's door. The guy underneath him starts. Yeah, go ahead.
So I know this isn't. I know I didn't say it beforehand, but I would just be. I'm just trying to kill these guys. So can I just make it a headshot? I mean, the roll is
That's fine.
More than high enough to just call it a.
I normally wouldn't, but the purpose of the scene, yeah. You put brain matter all over the guy underneath you, and he starts singing. Look, man, Zap was in Night City about 2 weeks ago. Okay, Zap runs to Fury. Zap takes care of the deals. Okay, he got us a bunch of new fucking shiny wear, real preem stuff. Guy named Raul hooked it up. I think he's got a shop or something. Okay.
Slow down.
Yeah. Rael.
I'm intrigued by this talk of cyberware, of course, as it could pertain to maybe a big score for me. So I'm starting to take notes on this stuff.
Alrighty. I posted. I'm going to keep talking. I posted all the information he's going to give you in Discord.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a step out for a quick sec.
Go ahead.
Hey, what's your name, man? Mr. Talkative?
J-Shock.
Hey, J-Shock, are you, curious, are you registered to vote in Night City?
No, triple felony.
Shame.
But he
And he'll
continues.
just take a sip of smash.
He continues to keep, spewing. Zap and a bunch of the boys stole an AV while they were in Night City. Real prim thing. We went up to Salt Lick, and he actually took a side trip to go meet some other people. Zap says we're supposed to come down here and kill fucking Luco, bring his head back, and as a testament to everyone else. Zap's been real broken up though. We had to get out of Night City, last week because Zap and his input Jet broke up. Jet kicked him out, and Zap said to hell with it. We had shit to do, and we've been down here, tormenting the fucking chrome snakes ever since, man. It's at this point Lucia will actually come over to you guys and let you know she managed to actually talk to one of the survivors. They got a picture of the AV as well. You have a personal actual serial number of the actual Zeatech Hercules that you guys saw at the actual attack as well. It's like that's all I know, man. That's all I know.
So, what do you want us to do?
Well, you saved yourself from becoming room paint today, and I guess you'll live to see another sunrise because of your wise decisions here. But I better not find out that you've left any single detail you could share with me out, because if I do, I will hunt you down and I will find you, and I will turn you into that paint. I promise you that.
Oh, man, I'm good. I won't even go back to the series. I'll do something. Also, here I'll help out. Okay, it's fine. I will do what I can to make amends. Just don't. I want nothing to do with them. Okay, it's the drugs, man. It's the red lace and the Oni. If Pawnee says Oni, JJ, you may not be familiar with what red lace is. Maybe I'll have to know it at the top of your hand. Oni has been a problem for the ICTF for a while. There's like 6 people of a booster gang that make this shit. And Max Tech fucking hates the drug because you literally have to blow up the corpse to prevent it from getting up and running away.
Yeah, okay. I think JJ is pretty satisfied and sprays 2 doses, 1 in each eye. To
J-Shock?
To J-Shock. To kind of sedate him or calm him down, I guess.
He sits there and just chills, man. He is good. Whatever I could do, I preem, man, preem. Please talk amongst yourselves for a moment, based off the information, or take some theories. I do have to step away for just a quick second. My family just got home, so. Yeah. But please talk amongst yourselves with the information you just got.
Absolutely.
All right, what did he say?
Basically said there's this guy Zap who's kind of running either running these Furies or sort of involved with them.
Wait, are you saying Furies or Furry?
Furries. That's right, furries. And then they got lots of cyberware, and they were involved with this Rowls in Night City. And then they also stole this Zetatech AV. I do not think those are supposed to be like publicly owned. I think those are only like military or police or corporate owned AVs, I believe. And then I think Zap and the gang did a road trip to Salt Lick. Not Salt Lake. I believe Salt Lick, which I'm not really sure what that is. We'll have to investigate that. Where he apparently had some business to take care of. It doesn't sound like our Choom knew what business to take care of. And then he was going to kill Jericho Jones. And he also had a conflict with his input, Jet. And they broke up.
Jericho Jones?
Jet.
I mean, we know Julius Jones. That's not the same dude. They related? Luco.
Could he have the name wrong? Possibly he could have given us the wrong name, or he had the
That's a typo on my part. That is totally a typo on my part. Okay.
Julius Jones. Yeah, no problem.
That totally typo on my
Alright.
part.
All right.
They came here to kill Luco. Okay. It says Jericho
Well,
there.
to be fair, this guy might have just got the name wrong. Like, fucking some random druggie. Cool. All right. Yeah. Sounds. So where's his fucking AV? That sounds great. I want to ride.
So,
Yeah, those things are fucking beasts. Like JJ will explain that he's seen. Often he kind of follows in behind Max Tac, which I think uses similar type AVs and stuff like that, and also, you would often see Trauma Team using them as well. So he would probably have some experience, at least up close, with those AVs, and would be able to kind of tell you about the.
I mean,
they're fast. I'll tell you that.
I know you say like fucking, personally owned or whatever, publicly owned, but I mean, I understand I'm not technically the mayor right now. But that's just a matter of time, isn't it? And that doesn't really exist, so we're good.
based off the information you guys just got, okay, does anyone have, let me double check the district real quick.
Fucking God.
Let's see, University District, Little Europe, by chance, anybody have local expert there?
Yeah, I mean, Little Europe would be my stomping grounds for sure.
Okay.
I have Old City Center.
That'll work too. Okay, local expert roles for either of those, please.
Yeah, Little Europe is my shindig. All right, how do education? Oh, okay, no. In terms of actual, no, in skill, I've got Old Blight.
Yeah. So at this point, it'd just be an education check to see if I mean, if you've been in Night City long enough, you're starting to build basically local expert up in Little Europe because that is kind of your stomping ground. But I would say you probably have it as a 2. Most of your proper local expert stuff is all from back home on the other side of the pond, out in Europe, UK area,
Well,
New London.
Yeah, my education is a 2, or I've got Streetwise if that's gonna.
You could use Streetwise too at this point. Absolutely.
All right, sweet. I'll do that. Yeah, that'd be great. I'll take a +2 because I feel like we've got a fuckload of them.
Yeah, and they don't go session to session, so we really got to drain them.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just start fucking throwing them on. Yeah.
All right. So you guys have heard of Rails body. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. However, Rails body sculpting and tattoos is actually a predominant place back in 2020. They had a real nice place in the corner of Little Europe, just outside the actual city center loop. They were not part of the explosion or blast that happened from the Arasaka bombing. The business is still there.
Ooh.
It's not no longer ran by the original RAL. There's almost like an entire cul-de-sac there that actually is now Rails brand body sculpting, tattoos, techs, and even a small clothing line. You guys are aware of that, so that might be a lead. Let's see what else from here. The AV. I mean, you have part of a serial number, so you may be able to actually do any some search on that. But JJ, you were 100% right. That's corpo. Okay, so there had to be a list, something, a report somewhere about this thing, unless a corporation gave it to them. And then if that's the case, that's 1,001 other problems.
Yeah.
Okay. Salt Lake, not Salt Lake. The Nomads will let you know it's actually an area probably about 4 hours north of Night City, kind of due northeast. Actually, it's a real nice area. Actually, that there's actually the Jones family tribe, a nomad group, actually runs out there. They actually do agriculture stuff, and actually have gotten into real estate stuff with the help of Amoebus Bioprime. Just in terms of place and everything else there.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So what's the crack here? Jonesy?
It's about this point in time you guys get done interrogating everyone that Chris comes back over and lets you guys know, hey, and even motions over to you, Vertec, like, hey, I found him. Come with me. And that's all he says.
Vertex kind of puts their patient down and just kind of like, okay, try to stay off the leg for like a week, and if anything turns purple, call a real doctor, and then walks away.
You guys are taken into the main compound, down a set of stairs dug into the ground, into almost an underground tunnel. You guys go down 20, 30 meters and actually find a larger kind of bug out area down here, safe enough from bombings, explosions, and gunfire. The kids were down here hiding, and there's a small communication area in the back. The large metal vault door slides open. There's a couple armed guards here. Ian, and a few other of the like OK solos have guns, and they're eyeing you real bad. And inside the room, as you guys step in, is it matches the picture. It is, it is Julius Luco Jones. Other than he has a much, the heavy weight of leadership and the attack is all over his face. But he sees you guys come, you come in and like, so I heard you're looking for me. What the fuck you want?
No way to say hello to a mate, is it?
He's like, it's been a day, and at this point, my trust in people is a little low, and I apologize. I do thank you for helping families, and he even looks at you, JJ, and thank you for finding the kids. I cannot express how much we at this Chrome, of the Chrome Snakes, greatly appreciate and are practically indebted to you for what you did. But after the last couple of days, I've had anyone who comes looking for me by name, either I know them, but he kind of looks over you, Johnny, but it's definitely not a long-lost friend. And obviously, Mickey sent you guys here for something, so what is it?
Well, to make a point of that, I mean, you are correct in that we are not long-lost friends yet, but at some point, we will be, so not technically aligned. We're going to be best fucking mates. I can feel it in my bones. But let's not worry too much. Look, I'll give you the fucking honest, straight up, right? Your father wants you back in Night City. That's why we're here. Well, that and we're delivering some fucking chew.
And I mean a fuck ton of chew.
Okay, well, he's like, did Daddy Dearest just hope I'm coming home? Because if he's not here to ask me, I'm telling you no. I'm not sure what Daddy's giving you to motivate you guys to do it either.
Not enough. I ain't here to tell you by force. I came here to deliver some chew and have a chat with the man and see who he is first. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
So let's just fucking have a drink, sit down, and make sure all your people are in a line before we get down to anything too serious, yeah?
Okay, he's like, well, it's like, I can give you guys a place to stay. I can give everything else, but you guys wanted to see me. And with everything you're doing for the family here, we do take care of our own. So here I am. I kind of want to know, what you guys want, but once we get everything squared away, double check
What
the
have you
name.
got?
He's like, the caravan leader, Stan will get back here shortly with the caravan. Cool. We can give you guys transport back to Night City, first thing in the morning if you guys want. That's usually how this deal goes. I know the last couple of trips didn't go so good because of Rathan and attacks. God only knows what the fuck's going on in this area anymore. Kind of says, but Mikasa es su casa. He reaches in her thing and pulls out a thing of fucking a triple malt whiskey.
There we go. That's what I was fucking waiting for. It's a lot of words, mate. My throat's parched. Let's just.
Okay, he puts a couple tinier, like half-notch plastic cups and pours everyone a couple drinks. Pours everyone a drink if you want. He's like, "Thank you," and makes that cheers motion and takes his like 2 fingers of whiskey fucking whole.
After the night we've had, Vertex is gonna chug it.
It is old whiskey. It is good whiskey, though. Nomads still know where to find all the best fucking things. It's not enough to immediately get you guys drunk, but after the interesting night you guys had, it definitely helps, and it is a very good burn. JJ, looks like there's something on your mind.
No.
Okay.
Not particularly. Just trying to figure out how we're going to get this tune back to Night City with hopefully with his cooperation. I think JJ is just slow playing it. Strong silent type, taking some light sips off the whiskey, not draining it, and waiting for an opportunity to present itself. It seems like Johnny's got might be playing this to our advantage the way he's kind of going. So JJ's not going to get in the way of that at this moment.
Okay. He happily
Luca,
pours you guys, he'll happily pour you guys a couple drinks and sit there with you and just like, kind of working through the night like we would have been screwed if you guys wouldn't have showed up. Man, that could have gone way worse. I don't know why these fucking furries have been after me.
I will sort of let Johnny, if Johnny's up for it, which I'm sure he probably is, I will let Johnny try to drink this guy, like kind of keep the drinks flowing while JJ doesn't really drink. Right? Like, I mean, he might still take shots into his glass while he's just kind of sipping it, but if Johnny and him want to throw down, I think that might play out to our advantage.
Oh yeah. And Johnny asks him like, "You play cards? What's your thing?"
No, I used to play checkers. Old man wanted me to learn chess, various other things, but no, I wasn't having much of a thing of it. He's like, I can't fucking believe my old man wants me to come home. I'm not done down here yet. I know Amoebas is fucking up to something. Okay, they happen. I mean, look at all this free shit. Amoebas, you've seen the Amoebas bioprint here. Commercials, engineering a battle tomorrow. You guys have a handout for them, by the way.
All right. So what's the crack here, Luco? And I'm assuming we're a couple of drinks in at this point.
Oh yeah. He's starting to just unload, his fucking hatred about Amoebas biopime to you guys. Even like look at all this free shit here. Daily fucking phone calls, check the water levels, pH fucking levels, ionic fucking soil recalibration, like all this free fucking shit here for what, huh? That's supposed to be helping us turn the environment back together. They're up to fucking something. I know they are. I don't care if my dad wants me to come home, man.
Darling, what happens? All right, let's run a little hypothetical here. Stay with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
These people you fucking hate. What's the name?
Amoebas Bioprime.
All right, Amoebas. You get what you want. You wipe them out. Yeah, just hypothetical. Stay with me. You with me? You with me? Yeah.
It's like I don't even want to wipe them out. I just want to try to figure out I know they're doing something bad down here. It's why I came down here.
All right, we work that out. Then what happens?
Okay, then I go home and tell Dad about it. He's the one actually selling our fucking land to him. Give him the ability to do things. I've been I literally came down here to show him these. Every corporal's up to no fucking good, but we shouldn't be giving our fucking land to corporal people we don't even know, regardless of the paycheck and how many zeros. Wouldn't fucking listen to me. Now I'm down here working my ass off, and God only knows what fucking Mickey wants from me.
Fucking hell, man.
Fucking dads, right? Don't appreciate a goddamn thing you do.
Fox is losing his fucking mind right now. All right, look, all of us, just fucking calm down. It's like being stuck with a bunch of chihuahuas. So this is really fucking easy, right? I want you to go back to Night City because I get fucking paid that way, and you don't want to go back to Night City until you take down these cunts, whatever the fuck they're doing, right? So let's just go fucking sort them out, and then I'll take you back to Night City.
It's like I've only gotten so far by myself. Kind of takes a sip and stops. Goes, wait, getting paid? So how much they paying for me? Come on, tell me how much they paying for me?
I would tell you, but I honestly don't know. I don't deal with the numbers. JJ, how much are we getting paid?
Acting. You're a couple drinks in.
No,
you're quite.
I genuinely don't. I genuinely don't remember. Fox doesn't give a shit. Yeah. So Fox genuinely, but he did at the end go, JJ, how much are we getting paid? Like, and he's genuinely asking.
Yeah, it's 50K.
Yeah.
JJ kind of.
Yeah. He's like, really? Fucking old man. Okay, he's like, see, he slams his drink and everything. It's like, all right. I tell you what, I want to make a deal with you. I will pay you double what my old man wants for my ass. If you can help me get the evidence to prove it, so I can show it to him. You help me, I'll help you get paid. Fuck, I'll even pay you double.
You're a fucking idiot. Like, genuinely, you're a fucking moron. You know that, right?
So he's like, ow.
Because told you I'd fucking help you, and I didn't know how much he was giving me. I don't give a shit if you give me double, right? I don't give a shit about 50. I don't give a shit about 100. And I already told you I'm going to help you fucking take down the corpo. I fucking hate a corp myself. Like, what the fuck are you offering me money for when I tell you I don't give a shit about money? I'll take it. It's not what I'm saying, all right? But next time, fucking think before you open your gob, yeah?
Yeah, no. With
I was
what
about to say,
he's
if,
rolling based
Hawk
off the
said, I'll take
booze.
his share.
Yeah, based
Fair,
off
but,
the the booze
know
and the
what I mean?
days he had, like no, he's not thinking clearly, and thus the like
Yeah.
I'm going to no. Okay, looks he goes like, well that settles it then. Let's
Oh.
fucking get the information on him then.
Yeah,
One more
let's
question
take some
before we go
corpo
and do
dirt.
that. I take it that you're not a fucking prisoner or whatever, right?
No, why?
You're registered to vote in Night City?
Yeah,
All right, perfect. That's all I need to know. Let's go do it.
fuck yeah. Now you guys are tired. Okay, it is after midnight. You guys have had a day. Now, there is people here who are actually making drugs to help people go 24 hours. So if you guys wanted to take that and take a boost and keep going, you totally could. Or you could catch a nap. Either way, since we are missing half the group, I figure we call it 2 hours early at the top of the hour.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, I think this is a good place
Yeah,
to call it.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially without the other two.
Okay.
Yeah.
This way,
Yeah.
if there's other stuff here, or things they want to ask, we still allow that opportunity. Even though I could have left both of them here, and they could have easily made you back in Night City on Thursday.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want them to like miss out though. You know,
I
don't
actually
want-
really want to hear what Lucia has to say about well, get the media involved in this story. I think.
Oh,
100%.
And I'm very curious, specifically what that character, their perspective.
Johnny's
on-
not doing this if it's not being filmed.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And she will help us with the actual evidence part of things more mechanically, I think. So,
I'm just here to keep you jokers alive.
okay. Well then,
I'm good.
is there anything else that you guys want to ask him before we put it on here and wrap up today's session?
No, Johnny's only here for a good time from this point on. Business is done from his point of view.
Okay.
You know, just from his point of view. If you guys want to ask, crack on.
I am all good.
Okay. Well, you guys will still have time to do it next session, just in case you guys think of anything. But most of the information you could acquire from them is here. All right then.
The one thing I will point out is that Johnny's whole like, oh, what the fuck, like, don't offer to pay me sort of thing, comes from a genuine place of love and advice of like, no, fucking hold your cards closer, you dick, in the future. Like, the fuck are you doing? You know? Yeah.
Based off the nature of the long day, and at this point, that bottle is gone, and he's into the next one, and he's drinking, enthusiastically. There's that
Yeah.
drunk mistake that is bound to happen.
Mm.
And
Oh, I totally get it, but I wanted him to know Johnny's got his back. You know what I mean? Like he's, yeah.
it might have saved him because I might have waited for you two to fall asleep drunk and thrown you on the back of that that convoy going back to Night City in handcuffs to make sure that we got there. If there wasn't any more money incentive for JJ, it was something he was considering doing. So he was waiting for you two to get drunk and hopefully would be able to secure him and get him on that caravan going home in the morning, fairly easily hungover. So.
But cool.
The money maybe did save him from that fate. So maybe it wasn't all that unwise, actually. But yeah, thoughts on that.
Now, and real quick, other notes here. Vertec, because you're doing a lot of doctor stuff, there is Amoebus brand everything here. If you guys haven't checked the handout, they are literally giving shit away for free to nomads for 5% of their yearly income. Well, if that nomad family makes 5,000 eddies, they want 5% of it.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's a lot of different kinds of medical equipment and bioorganic equipment that's here with a lot of the stuff. As the slogan for Amoebus is, Amoebus Bioprime, engineering solutions. Yeah.
This place is getting suspiciouser and suspiciouser.
I just wanted to make sure that was a point of note. Cool. Any guys, do you have any questions, or you guys want to start outros?
I think starting outros is a good idea.
All right. Well, since you came here late, I'll let you go first.
Right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us on our stream today. We've been Cybernation Uncensored and running the night. I am the humble, greatest medtech ever designed, Vertex, and I have been really enjoying this game so far. So, thank you to our lovely DM OckRaven for taking time out of his day to plan for us.
Ty, Mr. Johnny Fox. How about you go next, sir?
All right. I mean, yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. So cheers to you, Raven. Just loving it. And thank you for everyone in the chat, because made our fucking day. I'm not sure we actually did get through all those +2s, but we still really fucking appreciate them. If you want to find me anywhere else on the internet, just look up Stormbreaker Games, or just click my name in chat. I've been chatting away with all you guys. I run pro games, and I make content. So come drop me a follow. Just say hello. I'm always down for a good old chat. And yeah, it's been an absolute fucking pleasure. I've been playing Johnny Fox and just smashing out some good tunes during all this. And yeah, I can't wait till next time. So I'll see you next month.
Absolutely.
And I can keep going because JJ's fucked off.
I'm right here. So, JJ, I'm Nicholas Androwski. I was playing JJ today, the lawman, and I always have a blast with this group. I look forward to it all month, and I always have a blast at any table I'm at with Ock. And thank you, chat. Thank you for everyone who's going to be joining us in the future, who's going to be catching up either on Spotify or on Twitch or YouTube when it's posted there. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate our raiders today, Diamond and Little Bones. Thank you so much. And thank you for Cybernation Uncensored for hosting this game and giving us the opportunity to play or stream this way. I appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Last but not least, then, I guess, is myself. My name is OckRaven. I've been your Global Operations Director for this telling of Cyberpunk Red. I want to big a shout out to everybody here for making such a wonderful time today, and and everyone who actually stopped in on the stream to, well, let's be honest. If it wasn't for your guys' support, all these chooms here would probably be in a lot worse shape. So thank you for making that part of the story very, very fun for me. What can I say? I love doing this. I love DMing, and I really hope you guys are having fun with the story. If you want to see where the story goes, or you have any questions, you can always find me at the Instagram at OckRaven Gaming, or you can even find me on Twitter at OckRaven. Ask me a question, or hell, even on Discord, OckRaven Gaming. Shoot me a message. I'll be happy to answer it, or even in the YouTubes. But anyways, thank you. Happy Arasaka Bombing Day to all. And until next time, stay safe, stay classy, and I hope you see you then. Later, everyone.
So, wait, should I have left some, cocaine and cigarettes up for Johnny Silverhand last?
Yes, you should have.
Cybernation Uncensored.
Just a second, we are almost there. And thanks for watching, and bye-bye.